Looks like that phone is ringing.
God, it's so bad. Answer the phone.
Yeah, it is.
Please answer the phone.
Fucking answer it. Just answer the phone.
Let's see, just pick up the receiver and press the strawberry button, right?
Damn right.
Oh, you finally answered.
That voice. Is that
Okay.
you?
Oh,
that actually made me feel so much
Jeez,
better.
do you know how long the phone was ringing? I was getting worried that no one would pick up.
I'm gonna answer the phone like that next time you call. That voice. Is it you, John?
What are you guys doing? Are you all still in Strawberry House?
Like,
Even if we wanted to go over there, we can't. Looks like someone broke the damn elevator. It's not moving at all.
Oh.
We can't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall because the door button in there is broken too. So basically, we're shitting ducks here.
Shitting ducks?
Shitting ducks.
Not only is the elevator broken, but the Strawberry Hall door is broken too?
hey, bastard.
Hey, are you listening?
I'm just trying to make sense of this because this is
Yeah,
complicated
I'm
shit.
listening. Anyway, everyone in Strawberry House is safe, right?
Well,
We're safe, but we can't find Nekomaru anywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know anything?
You might want to sit down for this one.
Didn't you hear the Bite Discovery announcement
We were
earlier?
in gym classes talking about it. Damn it! So that's what that was. Shit! Why did it have to be Nekomaru? He just came back to us.
Yeah.
Where was he killed?
Grape Tower. When I went there this morning, he was already...
I see.
I see. Grape Tower.
Leaking oil.
If the door to Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, we'd be able to enter the tower and... Holy shit, that's it! The killer broke the elevator and the Strawberry Hall door.
Very good, Fuyuhiko.
So they could split everyone up
Yeah.
and prevent us from doing a proper investigation.
Dumbass.
Damn it! That dirty bastard, unless it was me.
What about another way? Is there any way you guys can come over to this side?
Well, yeah.
I guess we just have to let Kazuichi handle it. He said he'd take care of the elevator. I guess he's our only hope right
Good
now.
thing you have the ultimate mechanic over there.
Yeah.
You're right. Besides, if he doesn't stand out now, when the hell will he, right?
Yeah.
We don't like
Based
him.
on what
I don't know.
Kazuichi
I mean, I
said.
don't. But Hajime's not liking him.
It's gonna be
much
hard
either.
for him to fix the Strawberry Hall door without Poch. But he said he might be able to do something about the broken elevator.
We'll be waiting. Are you guys gonna be okay?
Damn
Oh yeah, we're
right.
great. We got all kinds of beer. Yeah, we'll head over there as soon as Kazuichi fixes the elevator.
Did they get food?
Until then, it's up to you bastards.
Click.
Oh, okay.
Plot twist for
Hey,
you,
hey.
who did it. So the call came from Strawberry House?
Apparently, the others can't come over here because the elevator's broken. There's no doubt this is the killer's doing. They prevent the others from coming to the crime scene. As long as the elevator's out of commission, those guys won't be able to investigate. But that's not all. For some reason, even the door button to Strawberry Hall is broken too.
Huh? The door button to Strawberry Hall?
Oh, the door button? Oh, they're gonna make a deal about this now?
That door is locked from both sides?
There's a sturdy chain tied around it from the inside. And if the button is also broken on the outside, then yeah, that seems to be the case.
Why did the killer need to block both sides of the door?
Yeah, they're talking about the same door.
Yes,
so.
good question.
Because it's mad epic. God, when did you get
Sure,
Rocky?
but there is something strange
I
about
thought
that.
you were my girlfriend.
I'd like to investigate that in more detail, but if they can't come over here, then we can't go over there.
Yep.
Which means, for now, it's impossible to check the final
I ain't going
table.
in there.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
entirely
Crazy,
comfortable
you
with
can
going
do that
to
by
the
yourself.
Strawberry
But
House.
regardless, it's impossible now anyway.
Cause he loves her.
Apparently, Kazuichi is repairing the elevator. All we can do now, for now, is put our hope in him.
Oh, maybe she's
You're
not so
right.
sure.
But Monokuma isn't going to wait. I doubt we have that much time before the class trial starts. I hope Kazuichi can fix it soon. If not,
We better have some time. I've still got to look at a lot of things.
See, I feel like that would be the perfect alibi for the guys because for someone that is a guy.
Yeah.
Because then they'd be like, we could have been over there, so it couldn't have been one of us that killed it.
It? Oh.
I mean, it was a robot, but
Him, you
Yeah.
you meanie.
This is an interesting one. This is a very interesting one. Hello.
Hey, bastard.
Hey, are you listening?
What's happening?
Hi, Fuyuhiko.
What did I think that it was?
what?
Damn right.
Nagito, I'm talking to you.
Wait, is this like...
This is meanwhile.
Jeez.
We're
Wait,
Nagito.
Are we playing
Wait,
Nagito
just
right
don't
now?
hurt
me.
Fuck
I figured you weren't
it.
even
Oh,
listening.
No way.
as Nagito now?
That's kind of
just
cool.
thinking.
We're playing as Nagito?
You're probably thinking
Yeah,
of
we
something messed up, weren't you? Something naughty.
Isn't that a twist?
I'm so excited!
But I have been listening to you. Nekomaru was killed, right? Then that body discovery announcement was referring to him.
Out of everyone here, it just had to be Nekomaru.
Yup.
After what he went through to come back to us. Damn it!
I really liked him, I guess.
It's tantamount to being killed twice. Truly, he was a man burdened by terrible misfortune.
Okay, so now that we know the situation over here, is it alright if I go and fix the elevator?
Haven't
You
been
should be
doing that
fucking doing
yet?
that 10 years ago.
Is it alright if you wait a little bit? before you do that, we should...
Get the Monokuma file, right? Oh, he's here! It seems you guys have noticed that the incident is taking place in this
Red bean bread and milk.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, you hadn't given
there's
them
a
the food yet.
bonus
Okay,
item.
right. So they're not gonna starve now.
The Monokuma file.
The Monokuma file that has all the details
Do
of the
your
murder.
best.
Come on, satisfy your hunger with this and do your very best in the investigation.
Why is the Monokuma file being treated like a bonus item?
Whatever, man. Let's just eat. Eating should come first right now.
Damn right.
It's okay if you guys eat, but can you hear me out while you're at it?
What is it?
What do you yearn for?
Well, I was thinking about what we should do, and I wanted to discuss it.
Even
Thanks to the
so.
killer, we can't even go to the crime scene. We have to wait till Kazuichi fixes the elevator.
True, there's no doubt that the killer is responsible, but it seems as though they've made a huge mistake. There's no way the symbols of hope will give up because of this little setback. There's no way everyone will just cross their arms and wait for the class trial to start. We need to do everything we can on our end to prepare for the class
Nagito,
trial.
that's actually really true.
So I've just had a thought as well. If they've made it intentionally that the people in Strawberry House can't investigate it, then that makes me think that none of the people in Strawberry House are actually the killer. If that makes sense, because you'd want as many people who didn't do it unable to investigate, is what I'm saying. Unless it's two killers working together. Sonya, Gundam! And both of them are on the same... on opposite sides as well. Maybe they've been communicating with the phone late at night. This is just completely based... I have no evidence for this. This is just my thoughts.
Yeah.
It seems that we too shall begin the investigation on our end, though it remains unclear how much we can do. Is this acceptable? If I show my serious side, things will not end with mere child's play. What are you talking about?
I'm so glad. I knew you guys were pumped up from the start. How beautiful. Even though you guys are suffering from despair, I can see that you guys are still fighting for hope.
Nagito, you are a weird
These
duck.
are his
Such
thoughts.
beauty. There's no higher honor for me than to investigate this murder with you guys.
So he even thinks like this? I was hoping he was just a snide bitch on the inside.
No. He's
These
very sincere.
idiots.
Just
So
got
we need to
such
be
a
grateful
boner
toward
for
Nekomaru
everyone's
for
hope.
becoming the foundation of this hope.
Thank
Well,
you, Nekomaru, for getting
regardless.
murdered.
I think he's nuts.
Whose side should I be on for this case? The killer? Or the rest of you guys? I must make sure I face this case's mystery properly if I'm going to find out which side is the true hope.
I'm insane!
Also,
Yes,
why the fuck
boy.
aren't you fixing the elevator?
Hey, Kazuichi. If you don't mind, can you inform me? That stuff about a rumbling noise and the ringing clock. What was that all about?
Seriously? You don't know?
What was that all about?
You're so kind, Kazuichi. Thank you for actually taking the time to explain it to me.
Nico's got a big old brown nose.
So that's how it is. Fine, I'll tell you. It happened last night. I was sleeping peacefully in my room when all of
It
a
was my
sudden I
big
heard this
swinging
huge
hog thudding against the floor.
Oh, what the hell? The sound was super loud.
Is that
so
the
I rushed
phone,
out of my
or is
room.
that the clock?
That's the phone.
As I went down the hall
Is that the
towards
phone
the
or the
lab.
alarm clock?
Oh, what?
That was
What
definitely
is
the clock.
this? Look at you doing.
This raucous
I'm holding this gyrating clock in my hand.
ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice.
Okay.
Don't go making all that noise so suddenly. It's not me. The wall clock just started ringing. I was just
It's
trying
the
to stop
sexy ass
it.
clock.
Then hurry up and
These
stop
three, I
it
swear.
already. I know.
It's so
I'm
loud.
I love
doing
this
that.
scene so much.
The
It's so
sound finally
ridiculous.
stopped.
So I noticed that on there says it's 5:30 on that clock, which is an important fact, I'll probably assume.
Yeah.
Because that's around the time that supposedly that sound of the pillar happened. So
Yep.
let's see what happens here.
Man, that totally freaked me out. Well, I'm definitely wide awake now.
What did you
My
do
mental
to me?
defenses were bombarded with sonic resonance. I'm gonna say that.
You!
Fuyiko, was this not your doing just now?
Shut up.
Why would anyone do something so childish?
You might have rushed over after hearing that sound, but you sure seemed to get there pretty fast.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't rush over here. I was at the lounge by coincidence.
What would he be doing in there with it? I mean, like, setting the alarm clock off?
What, do you doubt me? I don't. But Mr. Stinkles
Whatever, I
McTinkle
don't really
certainly
give a
has
crap,
his
but it's
reservations.
5:30 a.m.
man.
Thanks to Fuyahiko, I woke up early for no reason. I should go back to
Hate waking up. Oh.
Kablam.
So they said 5:30. So the explosion happened
What was
around
that sound?
5:30.
Dude, if I was on Jabberwock
What's going
Island,
on?
I would just sleep
Not feel like
right
it
here.
shook.
There's no way this building's gonna collapse, right?
Hey, Kazuichi, stop clinging to me.
Right.
Emotionally.
Oh, I should have.
That's what happens.
I don't need a reason.
So those three have alibis.
Huh.
Interesting.
Now, do they have alibis, or was that a planned alibi?
That is true.
Because I'm making that alarm clock, and you have all the boys show up, you can be like, we were all there when it happened. When in reality,
See, this is really all suspicious because as the ultimate mechanic, Kazuichi has the most skill for this case.
yeah, because the biggest thing is, why would that clock go off in the first place?
He could have said it like that.
Someone knowingly set that up to ring at 5:30 a.m. The question is that if they were all here and that sound that they all heard wasn't the actual death, then what did make that sound?
It's gotta have been the pillar. Because Akane said that she heard that sound at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I see. So you're the one who was clinging
okay,
to
well,
Fuyahiko.
I'm a little sad that Nagi's
That's
sleeping.
not the
That was
important
parking
part.
lot.
And what happened
Shut up.
afterward? Did you guys just separate?
Hey,
We decided to wait things out in each other's comfortable embrace, but in the end, nothing else happened.
also,
I'm sorry to say. And not just that, we all felt really weak in the knees.
So they were
So we
all
decided
here
to
when the
just go back to our
explosion
rooms for a while, together.
I see.
I'm
Yep.
sweating.
What you said just now was extremely important. Thanks to that, I've thought of one suspicious person.
Who are you talking about?
Me, of course.
What are you
What?
getting at, you
Isn't it
Nagito?
strange? I was the only one who didn't notice an alarm that was so loud everyone else came out of their rooms. Well, the same goes for that rumbling noise that you guys heard after that.
You better not be trying to confuse the shit out of us.
Of course I'm not. For
What's
now.
going on here?
That for now line is what's making us even more worried.
I forgot how confusing he likes to
seems there's
be.
no doubt that what you guys just
Seems
told
like
me.
there's no
He
doubt
likes
that
to
you
mess with
guys
Very
the
told
important
me
clue.
like clue.
He messes
wall
with people.
clock
Like, this
alarm
guy
you heard
sucks.
first.
He's crazy and
And
he
the
messes with
rumbling
everyone all the
noise
time.
came right after.
He's like
Now
poison.
How
then,
do the noises
how do
relate
these
to this
noises
case?
relate to the case?
Is he trying to give everyone I don't know. It's like Nekomaru set the alarm clock so they would hear. I don't know. It's why would they make sure everybody was awake to hear the noise? You know, everything was timed out. Oh, well, Nekomaru kept talking about how the alarm clock in his chest. I'm talking about the robot guy. The alarm clock in his chest because he tells perfect time. When it goes off, it wakes him up, and there's a button, his sleep button that's on the back of his neck. Was when it's pushed, everything goes off, and then when his alarm clock goes off, he wakes up. You know, and so it kind of seems like someone, no one would be able to kill him with their bare hands. Is what I'm trying to say. So it seems like they made him kill himself, maybe, or maybe he did it. But anyway.
What if Hajime's the killer, and he gets killed, and then Nagito becomes
The POV character?
Oh my god, that would be so weird.
It's just speculation right now.
I don't think it's the
interesting
case,
that we're
but
getting
that would be
truth bullets
fucking
as
crazy.
That would be a fucking move, man.
That would be a downgrade.
This is gonna be a trial, alright.
Hey, you said you witnessed Nekomaru at sunrise, right? Can you explain that to me in a little bit more detail?
I
was so hungry yesterday that I couldn't sleep. I figured it was nearly morning, so I went to go check the clock in the lounge. It turns out I was totally off. It was still around 5 a.m.
Hey.
And that's when it happened. I heard the sound of the door closing off in the distance when I stuck my head out from the lounge. I saw Nekomaru's hot butt and I leaned against the
So
wall
he
like...
probably didn't set the alarm.
I thought about running after him, but I didn't have the energy or willpower to do it. If I knew something like this would happen, I would have mustered the strength to follow him.
I like mustard. No, I don't.
Hey!
But why would Nekomaru wander off so early in the morning?
Gotta take that morning piss. I was wondering about that too. I mean, I already knew I wasn't gonna get any sleep.
I forgot he has
So
like a
I
permanent
just sat in the
blush
lounge,
on his
stared off
face.
into space for no real reason, and waited for him to come back.
Jeez.
And that's when the clock in the lounge started ringing. Thanks to that loud alarm, I completely forgot about Nekomaru. Until just now.
That's
Then,
happened so far.
the
I'm getting
time you
choked
saw
up.
Nekomaru,
What?
until the alarm rang,
Was
you
I
were at
right?
the lounge the whole
Of
time?
course not, asshole.
But
You're completely
what were
wrong.
you doing during that
Sorry,
time?
I'm sorry.
By
You're absolutely
chance,
right.
were you thinking about
Nothing,
everything
I'm
that's
missing a
happened
peckle
so
or
far?
something.
And
Let me
That
see that
could be
Tootsie Roll.
right.
was I right?
Memories of it.
Shorty, get slow! Of course not, asshole! You're completely wrong!
I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. And I thought you were reminiscing about Pecco or something.
What the fuck is a
That
Pecco?
can't
You
be
are a
right.
Some kind of bird?
Whole
I'm gonna Pecco your eyes out in a second.
Witnesses to cling to
I'll
them
fucking
resentment.
Pecco you!
Wow.
Savage,
Little thing.
Love it.
Really creepy, right?
Yeah.
Little things
Yeah.
in the story. And so now we're getting like in the head view of
Yep.
used to be main
I get
character.
it now. Thanks to everyone's detailed information, I'm slowly getting a grasp of the situation. If I put events in chronological order, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 5
I wonder if
a.m.
you went to the dead room.
That's the time Nekomaru apparently went down to the first floor. At 5:30 a.m., the alarm clock in the lounge started ringing. When that happened, you two woke up and left your rooms to go to the lounge, where Fuyuhiko was. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound that didn't quite make sense.
Where was Gundam at that time?
Now that I think
Wasn't
about
he
it,
there?
something might have happened to Nekomaru during that noise.
If so, that must have been Nekomaru's final scream before he breathed his last.
Oh, and if Nekomaru died when we heard that sound, doesn't that mean we have an alibi?
Alibi?
Sure does.
I mean...
When we heard that rumbling noise, we were at the lounge, you know? If that's when the killer murdered Nekomaru, then we have a solid alibi.
Oh no. This is really interesting seeing this from two different perspectives, if you will.
Might be too soon to declare that just yet. We can't be certain until we first clear up the mystery surrounding that rumbling noise. A rumbling noise, huh? Did something heavy fall over or something? Also, based on what everyone just told me, there's another thing I'm curious about. You all heard the alarm clock in the lounge go off just before the rumble. What do you suppose that means?
Hey, haven't we talked enough? I really think I should repair the elevator soon.
Yeah, you should have been doing that decades ago.
Oh my. You're still here?
Ah! Once the elevator's fixed, I'm not gonna let you anywhere near it.
You tell him. Good one.
And so Kazuichi ran down the stairs, complaining for some reason.
So what should we do now?
Hey, hold on a second.
There's something I wanted you to do. After the elevator's fixed, there's something I want you to investigate.
What is it?
There's something I want you to think about.
The clocks in the first floor lounges of both Grape House and Strawberry House. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound that didn't quite make sense.
Huh? Why?
I'll tell you later.
Hey, bastard.
Fine. But why are you asking me? You can investigate that yourself.
I would investigate myself, but by the time the elevator's fixed, there's a chance I might not be with you all anymore.
What?
Anyway,
What?
counting on you.
I'm
Going to the
unaliving
final
myself.
dead round.
Good.
Oh
I
my
guess he's gonna
God.
go play the death
Bastard.
game.
That's bastard doesn't make any sense.
Now then,
You better
here
believe
comes
it.
the main event. There's only one thing I can
That's
do for them.
bastard.
I can go to that place.
Nagato, what the
For
hell are you
everyone.
talking about?
The death game. I hate it.
Can't let them face that danger.
I have to play that
I must
game,
be the
that
pariah
place.
who goes in their place.
I guess does it add to the dramatics of the game? I have to go to that place, or is it just? I mean, it's kind of like whenever a character in the game is about to have like to say something super important, and then they get interrupted, and we never revisit it until like way later.
Gotta be brave. I don't
The
like
final
this.
dead room. Only those who win the life-threatening game contained within will reach the octagon. And inside the octagon, the ultimate weapon awaits. There's no doubt Nekomaru's killer has been to that place.
Except for
No
the
matter where I
great
search,
huge hammer.
there are no
that
weapons
was
anywhere
left.
in this
Well, he doesn't
building.
know about that.
Regardless of the weapon used to kill Nekomaru, the killer must have obtained it here. If that's the case, I should get going. Also, unlike everyone else, I don't mind dying at all. That's all the more reason why
Well,
I should go.
I'd rather you go than Chiaki. Have at it, buddy.
Yes,
What
please.
is the final dead room going to be like?
What the fuck is this?
Fucking sword.
Oh my god.
I saw that.
Ah, it's fun in here.
This is nice. Bit of a fixer-upper.
I see.
Oh my God,
It's an
little monkey
escape
spot.
room
Final
from
dead
hell.
room.
This looks awful.
Feels
This
a
is
little
like an
eerie.
escape room.
Hope I don't get scared.
Hope I don't come.
It's like he's trying to freak himself out.
Oh, we are
That's
locked
not
in.
good.
Door just lock? I see. The door's designed to automatically lock. If it's not like I would have turned back if it stayed unlocked.
Hey,
here it is.
Wait, have you been locked in here this whole time?
She's stuck in here.
Is this where you slept
And
the
I
entire
figured
night?
you'd turn up since I haven't seen you in a while. But I never expected to see you here.
Nagito! Huh? Why are you in such a dangerous place?
Same to you. Why are you here?
I heard the body discovery announcement, and I thought something happened in this room. Which makes
And you
sense.
got locked
Yeah.
in when you came inside. You're
Locked
a
in.
fool from head to toe.
Even
Wow.
Nagito's into
You
it.
gotta be in a low place when Nagito's
Well, not that I
bragging
care.
on you.
Really
Just
hates
make
these
sure you don't
things.
get in my way.
Get in your way?
The life-threatening game is going to start soon, right? It'd be annoying if you got in my way.
Are you planning to do it?
Well, if I don't, I can't get out of here, right? And besides, the only way trash like me can be useful is by risking my life for everyone's sake.
You're wrong. Nagito is not trash at all. You're worse than trash. There's no such thing as a human being who doesn't deserve to live.
Well,
I know I'm being heartwarming
I
right
don't
now, but my
know.
heart is super
Hitler was a
scared
bit of
and
a prick.
totally crazy.
Are you sure you're not just excited? You know, isn't it exciting to think that I can finally be useful for the sake of those who shoulder hope?
No, it's
Now
not.
then,
what I'm thinking
about
at
this
all.
so-called
I'm not the best at these,
game.
but I am good at some puzzles.
Escape
guys.
it.
I want to try and get all the information before I start trying
Okay,
to.
okay.
No, I'm just telling you my thought process.
Ah, it's a laptop.
Thanks, Nagito.
Looks like it's on, but it's locked, so I can't really access it.
Can we open up some of the drawers?
It's locked.
Okay.
It won't open. Pliers, huh? These might be useful for something, so I should grab it.
Obtain pliers!
This
Yes.
looks like some kind of password.
I should actually write those down so I don't have to keep looking at them. Where's my pen at? Counting 0, there are 5 other numbers that aren't listed, being 0, 1, 2, 8, and 9. But let's see. Watch the news. There's 4 letters in news, and then 4 letters are 4 numbers. Oh wait, hang on. North, south, east, and west, right? Okay, there we go. Now we're getting it. Ah, we figured it out. So this is the map, like we said, our compass rose, or whatever you want to call it. Is this north?
You have anything useful on you, buddy? It's Moonikuma's plushie.
Want me to punish you guys?
No.
It looks like this plushie talks when you squeeze the tummy.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Life-size Monica, we now have a special price of only $10,000.
Christ. Hello, an advertisement?
There's this door here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's the coat hanger.
And there's another number.
Yeah, it's a 5. Just one hanger in the closet. It might be useful to someone, so if you grab it just in case. I'll grab that.
We know what to do with that.
Yep, that'll go down here. And we probably use the 5 number or the 4 numbers and see which one of them works for something long. Oh. How do I have to clip this?
Oh.
Okay.
You can't just do that with your hands. Weak boy. I still
can't. There we go. Thank you.
God.
Desk key.
Maybe you can escape with this.
Who knows? All right. Some kind of. Use it right here.
God.
Open up. No, I wanted to open up. Thank you. Scissors.
Scissors. If you use these to cut the iron bars.
That's not gonna work, you fucking idiot. You're joking, right? Was that supposed to be an indirect hint?
Sorry.
But we need to find the combination, which is 4 letters. So I'm guessing 4 is not one of them, if that is something that you usually see on a map. Which would also have north, east, south, west. Like a compass. North, east, south, west. Am I supposed to figure out which direction It's like pointing north. It's been so long since I've looked at a fucking actual map. I used to do that a lot in my work. I've got an A in geography, okay? So if this is, let's just say this is north, which would mean 3 is first, right? Then east, 3, 6, 3, 6, 5, 7. 3, 6, 5, 7. Let's try 3, 6, 5, 7. Is that gonna be...
Leave it to me.
Ah, did I mess up? 5. I did 3, 6, 5, 7. That's definitely a 7, right? Yeah. Watch the news. I bet if I have fucked up one of these attempts, you guys will be like screaming at me in the comments, and I don't remember. I don't remember. I thought I'd done it right. Oh! Oh, I'm an idiot! I'm a fucking idiot! It's not a 6, it's a 9! Because the line under it signifies which way up it goes. Oh my god, how did I not... That's it. It's not a fucking 6. Oh, I'm such an idiot. You don't know how long that took me. You have no idea how long that took me. Oh, you idiot. So it would be... Well, actually, if this is north, it's 3, 9... 3, 9, 5, 7. 3, 9, 5, 7. If this isn't right, I'm gonna scream. 3, 9... 3, 9, 5, 7. I should have thought of that ages ago. I knew it. Oh, I'm so glad I'm editing this and I'm not showing the whole process.
Digital camera and a USB stick, huh? Obtained USB stick, obtained digital camera. Looks like there's no battery inside the digital camera, so we gotta find ourselves a battery, because then we can combine these two. Ah! Monokuma! Remember I was saying Monokuma? Okay. Obtained a battery. Okay, now we want to combine the battery with use the battery on the digital camera. Okay, now we can use the digital camera. Yes, we can. Now, do I want to combine this with this? You cannot use this item. Okay. What's the thing saying? I should check the picture that's inside. What? It looks like a photo of a space poster that's posted on a wall somewhere. I wonder what that means. What? What? Oh, okay. Remember that thing that was in the drawer? Remember that thing that was in the drawer? Yes. So if we go back into this drawer here, then we've got this. We have no more business with this. Okay, so I just need to write down 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 under the corresponding ones. Okay, yeah, because that's what's the first one? The Sun, Mercury, Venus, blah blah blah. Okay, perfect. Now, I presume we use it on this? Or no, it's a computer. Is it the computer? Ah, it's a laptop. Looks like it's on, but it's locked, so I can't really access it. It doesn't look like you can input a password. How are we gonna turn it on? This flash drive? Can I use that on it? Just as I thought. Looks like I was able to unlock the lock with this USB stick. Now, I need to input the password next. Maybe the memo that was inside the desk drawer might be the laptop's password. Okay, I got it! It's the first letters of the days of the week! No, it's not. We've already... It was a clever start there, Monami, but your boy's way ahead of the game on this one. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, meaning it's... Blah, 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 blah. Error! Huh? It was wrong? I doubt it's that simple. I've got it, don't worry. I know what it is. Don't you be doing this. Okay, based on the memo and the picture and the digital camera, the answer must be... So, I already worked this out, man. You gotta get ahead of the game like me, buddy. M-S-M-B-E-M-J-S. Enter? Hell yeah! Is this Othello? What?
Hey, oh. Is this Othello? No, it doesn't look like Othello, does it? 1, 2, 3. That's binary. The only reason I know this is because I only know 1 through 5 in binary, and that's it. The first dot is 1, no dots is 0. The second dot is 2, the first 2 dots are 3. Yeah, so, well, let me try. Okay, I'm not taking the picture yet. Let me try to do it without taking the picture. So I already know 1 through 5, but it looks like I'm going to need to know 6, 7, 8, and 9 as well, and I don't really know them, so let's try to remember them. 6 is the 2 middles, 7 is the first 3, 8 is the last, and 9 is beginning and last. Alright, it's gotta have something to do with this. The problem is I have to remember when it actually starts and pay attention. That must be it right there. So 3. Oh god, it goes so fast. It goes so fast. Okay, so there's 4 lights. Oh my god, Star Trek reference. There are 4 lights. So are we using from left to right as first to last? I'm assuming that's what we're doing. Unless it doesn't... No, we do not have a binary number that starts with the first one blinked out and the last 2, so that's not even here. Shit. Okay, so that's not the way you count it. So what does it mean? What does it mean? That's the reset. 3, 1, 2... 3, 1, 2, and 2. Okay, so 3, 1, 2, and 2. Shoot. So that must be the refresh when it blinks like that with all of them. That must be like when the code starts. So I'm counting the blinks with each light, but there's gotta be more than that because that's not enough numbers. Do I have to count the blinks on each light? What else would I count? Like the sequence? Alright, I'm writing this down. Alright, so if we just count the lights blinking, it's 8. The number of lights that light up is 8. So I'll put that down. Let me look at something here. Right, 4 lights in a row. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make 4 rows. I'm writing this down. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 for each light here. The way binary works is that it's 4. Okay, so we have lights. What do we know? We have lights that are 4 rows across. I'm writing that down, so I'm making 4 circles right here. God, I should film this and show you what I'm doing. And then binary works 4 rows down. Should I also make 4 rows down? I'm gonna do it of just like blank spaces, so I'm gonna make some dashes here. Guys, I should take a picture of this afterwards and show you what I've done. I might actually do that. Okay. Think, because we only have one number to count so far, and that's 8. Do we have to count horizontal and vertical? Now, bear with me, because I know that sounds really stupid. The first round of blinking across, if you fill... Okay, this is what I'm going to do. So I can't look at this while I'm doing it, because I need to go see how they're blinking. You guys aren't going to make any sense of this, and I feel real bad.
Leave it to me.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm gonna figure this out, damn it. I am like the puzzle master. On Twitch, we do like puzzle games all the time. I've gotta figure this out. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna count each sequence as a row. Across and vertical. I don't know if this is actually gonna work. I might be an idiot. Alright, so let me get ready for the next one. So I'm gonna go across. Reset. 1, 2, and 3. So that's 1, 1, and 1. Mark that there. Now I have to wait for it to refresh again. 1. Okay, so just the third one going across was okay. Does that make a thing? You guys aren't going to understand any of this. Shit, I lost that one. I have to watch it again. Okay, so 1 and 1. Does this make anything? Am I looking at it wrong? 4 lights across, and if I do 4 down on each sequence, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that means I have 16 spaces in all. That forms like a cube, kind of, on my paper. The reason why I don't think you have to read it across is because there is no binary that it's showing me that has the first and the second and third done. Oh, sorry, I mean the first and then the 2 lasts. There's nothing like that. Which means that what if we read it down? Do we have something there? if we read it vertically, that means I have 1, and then blank, blank, and 1. Do we have something like that? We do. It's 9. I'm writing it down. Do we have something that's blank, 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 and 1? That's 8. Did I just fucking figure it out? Did I just figure it out? Please tell me I did. Okay, so do we have space, 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 and then nothing? Yes, we have 7. And then space, nothing, space, nothing. Do we have that? 5. So wait. Okay. So 9, 8, 7, 5. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna try it. I will take a picture of the paper. I'll let you know. How do I enter it though? Here's the thing. Do we just use this again? Yeah, the laptop's stuck. Alright, so let's try it. Okay, if I'm right, please let me be right. I love escape rooms. Do you guys like escape rooms? Please tell me. The only thing I don't like about escape rooms is being locked up in the escape room. That kind of makes me a little bit nervous, but other than that... Oh! No way! Yay!
Yeah,
I did it! Hey! What the fuck?
Works sometimes. Oh, my codes.
We got ourselves a gun, hun. I got 1 here, though. Actually, that's 2.
My code system worked. I'm a code
Our
breaker.
powers combined, we were able to clear the life-threatening game.
You didn't do shit.
cares about clearing
I did
it?
it all myself. I got a piece
Why
of
does
paper.
the exit feel like it's not opening?
Oh,
What do you
wait, I
mean it
just
won't
realized.
open?
I just saw a gun.
Are you serious? It's not opening.
Didn't I just tell you that?
Not just the exit, even the door we entered from isn't opening.
Maybe. The game isn't over yet.
Do we gotta shoot? Can only
Do we
one
have to
person
shoot
leave?
Monomi?
I
Is there
wish.
any chance? What?
Anyways.
Is there any chance that that thing I found earlier was just joking around?
Seems like you have something on your mind.
When I first arrived in this room, I received a letter.
A letter.
Why didn't you tell
I
me
thought it was
this?
just a prank, so I didn't have a chance to tell you.
Enough with the excuses. Hurry up and show it to me.
Yes, it's this.
Solve the mystery of the final dead room, and you will obtain the right to. You will obtain the right to play the life-threatening game.
Of course.
This wasn't the life-threatening game. It's life-threatening roulette. You are held liable for setting the roulette's difficulty. Depending on the difficulty, I've prepared special prizes, but make sure you don't overdo yourself. So we have to play Russian roulette to get a prize.
I see. So that's what
Luckily,
it meant.
we're the ultimate
What
lucky
does it
student.
mean?
It means the games up till now are just the opening act. From this point on is the real
But since we're the lucky
performance.
student, we can just jack that up all the way up to 11 and win every
Life-threatening
single
roulette.
round.
That's probably like Russian
That's
roulette.
exactly what it's like.
See?
Oh no, I don't like
Gun
this
came
one
out of
bit.
from there. Which means I have to use that to play Russian roulette, right?
Wow.
Camera.
Russian roulette.
Then allow me.
You can't. No matter what, it's too dangerous.
Hey, Monami. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Do you think that love can sprout on a battlefield?
In all honesty, I don't really understand the rules of Russian
Pretty
roulette.
simple.
Oh, if that's the case, load one bullet into the cylinder, then spin it. After that, point the gun toward you and pull the trigger.
You can't!
Wait, you can't do that. There's a 1 in 6 chance you'll die.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
A 1 in 6 chance of death. Which means the failure
Hell
rate is only
yeah.
1/6.
Yeah, I mean, the odds are actually pretty
Is
good,
that
really.
rule really okay?
I love those
If
odds.
there's only a 1/6 chance of failing, wouldn't the game be too easy?
Bro.
Shouldn't it be the opposite? Remove 1 bullet from the gun, and then use it while there are all
Nagito.
still
There you
5
go, now you're
bullets
talking.
loaded.
Well, that's just.
All right, Nagito, we
If
get
you
it.
do
You're
that,
edgy.
there will be a 1/6
Yeah,
chance
yeah,
of success.
That's terrible odds, Nagito.
That would definitely make it a
crazy
more
mofo.
thrilling game.
What are you saying?
Let's give it a go.
Wait a second.
What?
Absolute
Nagito?
bastard. He's the luckiest person, so he's
Hold
probably
on,
gonna be fine.
Nagito! What are you doing?
You're a crazy
What
son
am
of
I
a
doing?
bitch.
He's mother effing
Playing Russian
crazy.
roulette, obviously.
Yeah, but dude,
I've only removed 1 bullet. So there's only a 1 in 6 chance that I'll survive.
You can't! Please stop!
It's not
Don't
much
do
of
that,
a
come
talent,
on.
but even I have an ultimate level talent, you know? I'm the ultimate lucky student. But if I can't win when there's only a 1 in 6 chance of success, Then what kind of ultimate talent is that?
I guess.
I mean,
how can you be
if
so
my
goddamn
luck gets me
brave?
killed like this, there's no way you can really call that
Oh,
talent.
you're either
If
really
I'm
brave or
truly the
really
ultimate
stupid.
lucky
I can't
student,
figure out which one.
I need to survive.
Is this your way of testing yourself?
Isn't that right?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Please stop!
Oh god.
Really?
Surprise!
There we go. You won.
Really action. You pull it twice?
Really is a lucky boy.
Nagito.
The click and be like,
That sound just now was the door unlocking, right? Haha. Looks like we finally cleared the final dead room.
I can't believe it. My heart was like in my throat there for a minute.
I'm scared of you, Nagito!
yeah, he just don't
Or maybe
give
he
a
actually
fuck.
did
I mean,
pull the trigger twice.
Oh well,
just to
let's
test
go.
it.
The
'Cause he's
octagon
crazy
should
like
be
that.
just beyond that door.
What is wrong with you? Crazy bastard!
What is this?
oh my
Jesus
And he didn't kill you.
This is the octagon, huh?
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
Distorted room. Oh,
Congratulations, Nagito!
he's here!
Congratulations on clearing the final dead room. I thought it said cleaning for a second. And you even challenged yourself to the highest difficulty with only 1 in 6 chance of success. If I have a modest present for someone like you.
It's a book.
Yeah.
Used.
It's a $5 gift certificate to Amazon.
Applebee's. Is this the Future Foundations file?
Help yourself to 1 free snackatizer.
Except for the popcorn shrimp.
Yep.
That's extra.
Now then, this first.
Is this the Future Foundation's file? Didn't we already get this when we were at the roller coaster?
Well, just think of it as an extension of that.
Extension?
Hey, hey!
What are you giving without permission?
Just a time out there. I would like to go over what Monomi just said there. She said, what are you giving out without permission? So, he's going rogue, apparently, and Monomi is a baddie. Knew it all along. Don't like her one bit.
Let's see, one more special prize. Here you go.
This crest. Is this Hope's Peak Academy's?
That's right. This file, it contains your student profiles from your time at Hope's Peak Academy. Meaning, they're the profiles that you guys don't even remember.
Our time at Hope's Peak Academy, huh? But after all this time, I still can't believe it.
You mean that matter concerning your stolen school memories?
I mean, a no-good person like me actually spent time with everyone else at Hope's Peak Academy? No, that's impossible. If that's true, how did I feel? Surely, I would have spent my time feeling ashamed of myself for being in the presence of such greatness.
Jeez, whether you're upbeat or depressed, I still don't understand you at all.
Man, no one understands it.
Well, anyway, I'm passing this along to you. How you use it is up to you.
Thanks. I'll take a long look at it later. So if I look at these profiles, I'll be able to find out what Hajime's hidden talent is too.
Man, all you think about is Hajime.
I'll
Boy, I
probably be
freaking
happy
knew.
about it. Yay! Someone like me was finally useful. What are you laughing about?
Well, I just thought it was ironic. Out of everyone here, someone like you was the one who obtained Hope's Peak Academy student profiles. I'm not sure if you're lucky or unlucky,
What does that mean?
but it looks like things are gonna get interesting. Yes, Nagito, you might be the one who makes things much more interesting.
I don't really know what you're talking about.
Hey, what are you planning? What's written in there?
Lie.
Anyway, Monomi,
Hey!
no cheating. You haven't reached the end yet.
Huh?
I mean, you haven't played Russian roulette yet.
But Nagito already did it.
you
No.
No.
Get over here. Revenge in the final dead room.
Jeez, they're gone.
Finally, thank
In the end, I didn't understand what Monokuma was talking about. But for now, I'll leave this file for later.
No, let us see
First,
now.
I need to investigate this room. It's not like I know how to get out of here.
I need to thoroughly look
window.
around here. I did.
Why is there
That's
only
all.
one window in
That's
a place
all the
like
everything.
this?
Oh, there's
This
another
is very
window.
kind of
Okay.
Maybe that's the ultimate.
But in actuality, what could it mean? In my mind, I entertained various possibilities as I walked slowly toward the window. And then, the moment I peeked out that window, This is what I actually saw outside that window. It was completely different from any
Is it gonna
possibility
be
I had
like?
in mind.
Are we in like Hope's Peak, and this is gonna be the city down there or something?
That'd be terrifying.
That
That's a lot of laughing.
I see.
Something's really
So
funny
that's
out
what
there.
it was. What I saw outside this window. If I started piecing it together and thinking about it.
Well, show me what's out there.
I see.
I want to know what's out there.
Finally
You
starting
see,
to get a
we
larger
don't see.
perspective of the
Care to
funhouse.
enlighten?
What do you see?
What
is it?
There's a door on the floor.
There's a door on the floor.
Isn't this the first floor of Strawberry House? Could this door lead underground? Based on the sketch, there shouldn't have been a bunker. No, maybe. What lies beyond this door? Banana
Nagito, share your secrets, my
Things are
friend.
finally
Please.
getting interesting.
Oh, I hate you, Nagito.
As
I hate you with a
expected of
passion.
place that cannot be reached unless you clear the final dead room. Thanks to how I arrived here, all the separate pieces seem to have connected together in one fell swoop. A chain reaction culminating in the truth. All thanks to just one clue. Haha, I know that now's not the time to enjoy things, but
I can't
this is
read.
definitely a good feeling. Especially that window.
What's
Rub my
out
face.
there?
That's right. Everything became connected from there. Thanks to that window, I realized the mystery of the ultimate weapon and the funhouse. Now, all I have to do is tell everyone else about this.
Can you tell me?
Before
Can
I
you
do
please
that,
tell me, you son of a
I should
bitch?
finally take a look at this file I received from Monokuma, especially if it's everyone's
Oh,
student
shit, yeah.
profiles from
Yes,
their time at
please
Hope's
do.
Peak Academy. That's important. I cautiously opened the file and read it carefully, taking care not to miss a single letter.
I am ready
Careful.
for the tea to spill. I cannot wait for this.
I
I'm
missed.
sipping right
Oh!
What's he finding?
What's-
What's he finding?
what's
Don't
in
you
it?
dare go back to my
Are we
boy.
gonna
Don't you
know?
dare go back to
now. We're gonna
Hajime.
find out.
So many mysteries
Uh-oh.
now.
Bad.
Question
Bad,
mark.
isn't it?
Ellipses?
Hey,
Hey,
hey, can you hear me?
Hey,
Oh,
can
no.
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Huh? I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Were you astral projecting your soul into Nagito? It's been about 2 hours since we spoke to Fuyuhiko. I wonder if the elevator's been fixed yet. It'd be bad if we were still split up before the class trial, so maybe we should call them one more time. Hey, are you even listening? I only brought that up because I'm really worried.
That's as mad as I've ever
Sorry.
seen her get.
So what are you gonna do?
You're right. I was worried about them too. Let's try calling Strawberry House one more time.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I think.
Oh no, a tree!
What?
Why?
What the fuck?
How did you
the
get
fuck?
here?
Where did you come from?
What?
Sorry?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How the
there. Hello
fuck
there,
did you get
Hajime.
here, Nagito?
Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up.
Hi. What have
Shut
you been
up.
doing?
I fucking
wonder?
hate you,
How'd you even come
Nikito.
here?
Even the painting's like, ugh, this
Maybe I
asshole.
teleported.
What
He's
the
having fun.
hell?
Don't be playing all coy with us, you twat.
I mean, that must be connected to the room then.
Uh-huh.
If this is a truth bullet, then this is connected.
pretty weird.
I would be so
I think.
angry. I'd be so angry.
You get tough, Kimmy.
I get sassy Kimmy real fast.
Oh, sassy Kimmy.
Eyebrows would go all the way up and the eyes
Oh,
would be
not
real
the
big.
eyebrows. Oh no.
You are rude.
Are those the eyebrows?
It's just how my face gets
I'm
when I
shaking.
get irritated, alright?
I'm shaking in terror. You have a line to read. Oh no, don't put my microphone. What?
You're so rude.
Hey, answer me seriously. How are you able to come to this side? Before I do that, there's something I need to tell you guys. There is?
You have a line to read.
I tried to investigate Strawberry House as much as I could. Get. I'll give you those details first.
All right, Nagito,
Let's hurry
what
this
you
up.
got?
Details.
After being abruptly interrupted by Nagito, Chiaki and I learned about the results of his investigations of Strawberry House.
That's all well and good, but I want to hear it from like his own
The
mouth.
elevator, so we get his truth bullets, basically.
Right.
Which is kind of cool. Like they've been
Right,
transferred.
and a bunch of
That is really nice, so we don't have to like hear all about it again.
Yeah, Fuyuhiko's account. Well,
oh, they're all the stuff that he
elevator,
learned.
Strawberry
That's why.
House.
Okay.
Well, I guess these were pretty important.
Where are the files?
Especially the fact that everyone in Strawberry House heard that rumbling noise too. It's Nagito. You know it's not going to be that easy. You know he's gonna troll till the end.
I know. He's gonna be like, I know who the traitor is.
But what was that about the wall clock's alarm going off before that happened? Also, The fact that Strawberry Hall's button was broken is definitely worth noting.
Yeah, because that didn't happen over
Excuse
here.
me. Also, there's one more thing I need to tell you guys.
Oh, I got my tea.
I've cleared the
I'm ready.
final dead room.
Boom.
Huh?
You did the life-threatening game?
Wow. It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette?
It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it toward you, and pull the trigger.
I like how they feel the need to explain Russian roulette, but not Othello.
Yeah.
Just name drop it.
Yeah.
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 Doesn't everybody know what Russian roulette is? I guess Othello might be really big in Japan, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. They really like those little like black versus white
Oh, like
circle
marble
games, like
Yeah.
Go and probably backgammon too, checkers.
Maybe we know Othello is a different game, like another name.
I don't know.
So, you really did it.
Yeah, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I'd only used one bullet, huh? Guess it was just as Monami said.
Huh?
I misunderstood and thought that I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder. So that's how I did it. That
Such an
you only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving. But I'm still alive. After all, the only good thing about me is how lucky I am. What's wrong with him?
I said the same thing.
From the start, but for him to
What about
casually
our
do
luck?
something so suicidal. He's crazy. That's all there is to it.
I'm looking up Othello the game.
Oh, okay. Anyway, because I was able to clear the final dead room, I was able to obtain several rights. And one of those rights
Not the right to remain.
was the freedom to move between Grape House and Strawberry House. Not only that, but whenever I move back and forth, I don't even need to play the game again. Back and forth. Where would you even be able to do that, and how?
Man,
Hey,
sorry, I was
Hajime.
talking to Ham.
You stay quiet.
You've been repeating yourself over and over, and it's bugging me. Can you let me speak freely for a change?
Let's get to the fucking point then.
A nice way to tell me to shut up.
I'm definitely lucky. Thanks to that,
Does he
I was able to
consider
clear the
above us
roulette at the
because he
highest
knows?
difficulty, and I obtained quite an amazing prize as my reward. But is that the Future Foundation file?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a continuation of the file we received at the roller coaster. Continuation? There's even more detailed information about the Killing School life that was in the earlier file. The Killing School life?
Here they
You mean
are.
the killings that took place at Hope's Peak Academy, right? As I recall, Byakuya was one of the students that participated in it. But
Poor
even when we
Byakuya,
learn
I
more
miss
about the
him.
Killing School life, it has no relevance to us whatsoever. There was information about the order of the killings and who the killer was for each incident. I find it extremely boring to read about the deaths of people that I don't even know.
Yeah, but still.
Besides Byakuya, of course. Then it's just as I thought. That Byakuya was the Byakuya we knew, right? However, I can't say the information was completely useless. In truth, there are similarities between the Killing School life and this Killing School trip. Similarities? For example, the first murder involves someone important getting stabbed to death in an unexpected place.
Yeah,
That's
quite
true.
true.
Yeah.
I guess anytime you get stabbed, it's in an unexpected place.
Whoa!
I didn't see this coming at all.
I didn't think about that. The Byakuya's death
The
was a
second
little
murder
bit like
revealed
Psyche
the
as
presence
well.
of a serial killer among the group.
Okay. Okay.
And the third murder was actually 2 killings that happened in succession.
Yep.
Why did I not put this together?
I'm trying to remember what that was.
We've had
Oh,
What do you
such
guys
good
think
times.
about these strange similarities?
yeah.
The fourth death, Sakura.
It's definitely strange.
that is true.
Can't think of these as coincidences, especially if Monokuma's behind the motives and driving
Yeah, but
the
who's
murders.
behind Monica?
Let me touch your wheel again.
Oh,
Okay.
man, you're insatiable.
What are you trying to say?
By the way, the 4th murder of the Killing School life was apparently ruled as suicide.
Yep,
See, I
that's
knew it.
Sakura.
Sakura.
Whether that means something or not is something each person should think about on their own.
And that her
just-
statue is in.
wanted to tell you
is
guys.
So is that
too.
implying that
Yeah.
maybe
That's
Neko
weird.
I
killed
just-
Are you
himself?
sure you're not just trying to confuse us? Jeez. Your complaints just never
Wow.
end.
Getting a backbone now,
be
or-
getting
You're gonna
annoyed with
talk
me.
like that. I won't want to tell you anymore. And I even learned what your talent is too.
Dude, oh, don't
Huh?
be like that.
Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma.
He's getting pretty mad. Like, this guy's usually pretty, like, yeah. But he's acting a little more aggressive towards me now. So he must have learned something in there that, maybe.
This is another one.
That seal.
Yep. Indeed.
It's just
the
gonna
Hope
go
Peak
for it.
Academy school crest.
Does that have information about our stolen memories?
How unfortunate.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's
mine, huh?
information.
Oh.
Is that true?
Just mine?
Wow.
Why? Isn't that weird?
That is
Only
weird.
Hajime's information.
And now he's so pissy with us.
Yeah.
It's quite troubling that you would ask me about.
You're ruining my day!
I must say, it was always interesting that Hajime was the only one who could remember
That
his
ends now.
talent.
Are you gonna tell us?
But that ends
Oh
now.
my god, I'm so excited.
Are you serious?
Ultimate plumber.
Did you really find out why I was chosen by Host Peak Academy?
It's gonna be time for the
Interrupted by
trial.
fucking
I'm sure.
trial.
Anyway, it's just as Chiaki said. Hajime's existence is special. Because you were just some reserve course student from the reserve
What?
department.
Wait, what?
The tea has been spilled.
What?
I'm sipping.
Is he saying we don't actually have
Unlike the
an
primary
ultimate?
department for main course students who possess ultimate talents,
We
the
don't
reserve
have one.
department is for reserve course students who entered the school through a basic entrance exam.
Oh, damn.
Essentially, you're like a substitute or the second string.
I'm not even
Well,
a first
even
team
then,
player.
That
It's
why
just a
Nagito's
name
being so
only.
mean to us now.
The reserve department pretty much only exists to increase Hope Peaks Academy revenue stream. Reserve department? Substitute? Second string? Revenue stream?
So many
What is he
questions.
saying? Like I said, to be a reserve course student, you don't need to possess an ultimate talent. You just have to pay a rather costly entrance fee and tuition.
Wow.
With the
So
funds
you're the
obtained from
ultimate
these
nepotist.
exams, the Academy can focus on bolstering and researching talent. Through this, the symbols of hope can be raised.
Isn't that
Which means
right?
you're just a stepladder. But you should feel honored.
You're the ultimate step on me,
An
Daddy.
average, talentless human can be put to good use for those who are known as
mad because you had a boner
mankind's
for me the
hope.
entire time, and now you
No
figured out
wonder
that I'm
he's been
nobody.
treating us like a
Does that mean?
peasant.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Hajime, don't listen
you
to
simply
him.
weren't determined enough. Did you admire Hope? Were you willing to sacrifice your body and soul to attend Hope's Peak Academy? Or maybe you were just obsessed with Hope's Peak Academy, like a fangirl following the
What? You
latest
mean like you
trend.
fangirl over all Milton?
You don't need to
It's
put it
not
like
like
that,
that.
Nagito.
Stop it. Want to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking,
Oh
just
boy.
stop
Nikito's
it.
the most fangirly
Listen
person
carefully.
we've ever
The
met
only
in this
humans
game.
worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't.
There's no
It has
mistake.
nothing to do with effort.
Touch
You
my
must be
fingers so
chosen
my
by
electric
Hope.
shock
I don't know
gets
if that's
diffused.
exactly how it
Don't
works,
even
but
know.
That's why. It's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who had never had any talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all.
don't get all Kingdom
Then
Hearts on me now, because
I-
like this is insane.
I'm just. That's right. You were never an ultimate. You had no talent whatsoever.
Apparently, I'm just a talentless nobody. But does that really matter? You know, does that really matter? Because we haven't known what our talent is the whole time, but we've been doing just fine, you know?
But can we really trust what he's saying? That's my first thought. My first thought, unfortunately, is to doubt what he's saying. Is that wrong of me? Because I get it, Nagito's weird, and we haven't figured out exactly why yet, but has he been completely trustworthy too? No, I don't feel like he has. He's not giving us this information. Can we really trust what he's saying right now? Because he's often said things to lead us down somewhere else, in his own weird way.
I
Oh boy.
don't have any talent. I'm just an ordinary high school student.
Man,
I feel sorry for you. Are you shocked to learn that you were the only one who didn't have a talent?
that's not it.
Still, if you think about it positively, it looks like there's no more reason to doubt you. Now that we know who you are,
So that's why
a
he's being
normal,
kind
average,
of mean to
utterly
me. He doesn't respect
unremarkable
me
high
anymore. He
school
doesn't
student.
like think I'm awesome and like super.
Weren't we making jokes like that early on? Like he's the ultimate like average guy?
Yeah,
Wow,
it's true.
we were accidentally right.
I think many of our jokes have come into fruition
Yeah.
as actual storylines,
It's funny.
which is funny because they were jokes.
Yes. quite often people will give us a lot of credit for being clairvoyant and calling things, but I think it's just that we say everything and like 1 out of 6 things is right, but that's the thing that sticks out in people's minds. Like, oh my god, they're geniuses.
There's no way you could be associated with the Future Foundation.
Dude.
But if it's not Hajime, then who in the world could the traitor be? The survivor of the previous Killing Skull life, Byakuya, would have been the most likely candidate. But now, that's probably impossible. Hey, are you listening?
Yeah.
Hold it, there's no need
So you're the
for
ultimate
you to
liked
listen to
guy.
this.
Yeah.
Ultimate guy.
Don't take his fucking shit. It may be important to talk about who the traitor is. We need to focus on Mekamaru's murder first. Because if we can't survive the class trial, everyone is going to die together anyway.
She's such
In
a
that
pragmatist.
case, would the traitor be among those killed as well? That's something I truly wonder about.
Yep.
Oh well, it's fine. I'll stop
Oh,
for
will
now.
you?
Yeah.
The fuck you mean for now? You said you cleared the final dead room and obtained these files. That means you must have gone to the Octagon, right?
Are you curious about the ultimate weapon?
Did you find out what it was?
Rocket launcher.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Is there any reason I should answer that?
To keep us all alive.
What the hell?
Dingbat.
I'm the one who cleared that room, and I'm free to divulge any
You're
clues I
being very
obtain there as I
nice.
see fit, right? Are you planning to keep it a secret? Are you planning to side with the killer again? Man. Like I said, I'm not on the killer's side. That hasn't changed since this began.
Isn't that right, Ian?
Stop talking to me! Leave me alone! I don't want to be your pawn anymore!
How many times must I repeat myself?
High-fiving is a form of abuse!
High five!
Yeah. How many times must I repeat myself? Should be the fucking tagline for this game.
How many times must I repeat myself? I just want hope to shine even brighter.
What you're saying doesn't make any fucking sense at all. My god. Just tell us already. Tell us about the ultimate weapon.
Jeez. I guess I have no choice. I suppose I can tell you one little tidbit. You're right. I did go to a place that seemed to be the Octagon, and I found many different weapons there. But I didn't find anything worthy of the name Ultimate Weapon.
That's because it's in Final
Don't lie.
Fantasy.
There's
You're
no
not
way
in the
that's
right
possible.
Stop.
Coming from someone with no talent like yourself, that's truly
Hey,
offensive.
fuck you.
Wow.
What did you say?
Really?
Oh, God.
I'm not buying it.
Fine, I understand. Now's not the time for us to be fighting anyway. If you won't tell us, we gotta do it ourselves. Now, shall we go back to investigating Mekamaru's case? Are you done being the Regina of Mean Girls, Nagito? We better hurry. The class trial is gonna start soon.
You're right.
I haven't even seen the crime scene. Also, the guys in Strawberry House should be coming over to this side any moment now.
Bye now.
Then, while we're at
Okay,
it, I'll
yeah,
go on
Good
ahead.
fucking Ray's never come back.
God, he's so
Hey.
salty about me.
Hey, Hajime, are you okay?
It's
You
okay,
really
I already
bruised your
know.
ego
It's-
there.
You want me to focus on Nekomaru's case right now, right? It's true that I'm shocked, but now's not the time for me to feel like that. Right now, I can't afford to be the only one who's depressed. I need to survive with everyone else and return home. That's what's most important. Isn't that right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm relieved to hear that. We should get moving then.
Yeah, you're right.
You're not ordinary to me, Hajime.
Don't let him get
Just
to you.
forget
For all
about
we
it
know,
for
that's
now.
not even true. He didn't
I need to
show
focus
you
on
the
Nekomaru's
book.
case. So yeah, what do you
That
think?
was a lot.
It was a lot. Nagito found out a lot of secrets and he's keeping them all from us. Except for, well,
Yeah.
we can assume
Hajime.
that that one's true.
It
But you
would
never know.
fit. It would fit with the vision that Hajime had before.
Of all the kids being like, someone like him, you know, is here.
Right. Like, and didn't he hear them say something about reserve? And like, whenever someone talked about the reserve, he was like, "That's
Yeah, somebody
familiar."
did mention the reserve department, yeah.
Yeah, because that's not the first time we've heard it. And he was like, "I remember
But it
that."
is odd. If he's a reserve corps student, why is he here with a bunch of ultimates? It's weird.
Oh, hello, Monokuma. I forgot all about you.
That it's time
Hey,
for the class
it's
trial.
time, baby.
To tell you the truth, I'm tired. Extremely tired. I
do
feel
it.
like spending the rest of my life hibernating already.
I feel that.
I know
I
it's
feel
bad,
that.
but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch.
I know how you feel.
Here, robot.
Though I really don't feel like it, I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial.
What does that mean?
Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
That's terrifying to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell is going on?
Oh,
What the hell is going on?
What?
Why is that bear head here?
That's gonna hurt the resale value.
What?
Used.
We're the same.
Oh.
The same step ladders.
You know what my real ladder?
Nagito was suddenly standing next to me with his eyes locked
Amazing.
into Monokuma Rock. Other than the small movements of his mouth, he was perfectly still.
Well,
You and I are just step ladders. For everyone who holds the title of Ultimate. I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place.
Wow.
What are you saying?
He is being such an ass right now.
That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time. And from that, true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope. But it wasn't. There is no hope amidst all this killing. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people?
what?
Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong.
You're wrong.
It's only natural
No,
and
you're right.
extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope.
He keeps saying the
Isn't
word
that
hope,
right?
and I feel like he doesn't know what it means.
After all, that's what it means to live, right?
Anyway, I gotta shit.
Yeah. Where's the bathroom?
Allow me to cut through those turds.
I'm gonna lay a flat stinkum this long.
Big flat stinkum.
There's no way I'm going to accept that. Well, it's not like that's what I wanted to say to you anyway.
Hey,
There's this one novel I like. It's a peculiar mystery story. Huh? A novel? The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the killer.
Spoilers.
Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and this projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along.
Were we
How do
right
you
about
feel
it
about
being
novels like
Hachi
that?
The problem is that kind of thing has been done to death. It's a very effective twist when done right. I love stuff like that. I love me a good twist. But, yeah.
Is he trying to
What the heck are you
foreshadow
talking
that
about?
we're
You're
a
just
killer?
jumping from
Yeah,
one
right.
topic to another. And I can't comment on a book I've never read before.
no
Such
good
a
at all.
normal answer. Should have expected that from a talentless reserve course student like you.
All right, I'm gonna go inside the big bear mouth.
Yeah, this has been a great talk.
And then that you don't matter at all. So why do I care about you? You admire hope. I love hope.
Right?
In some ways we're similar, but maybe that difference is what's making me so emotional. Enough already. I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go, everyone is waiting.
Man.
Everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else? Reserve course students are so full of themselves.
Just laugh threw you off.
It did.
Alright, you go off laughing.
Nagito's chilling
Nutter.
laugh continued as he disappeared into
All
Monokuma
right.
Rock.
Is that how it sounded?
I wish you would just say, I fucking
Calm
hate
down.
that guy.
Yeah,
That's right,
I mean,
need to
like,
calm down. I took several deep breaths.
Oh
Once my
man,
nerves had
Nagito,
settled,
you're really grinding my gears, my
accepted the
man.
Monokuma
You're
Rock.
really grinding my gears.
Tomorrow
oh, we
Nidai,
sure have
the
some.
ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I'd ever met. Truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally
was
got
a
used to his
bro.
new form, Nekomaru's killer
Is in one of the
It's
blue
one of us.
pictures. It's one
Yeah,
of us.
yeah.
Damn, that whole screen is
killing someone
almost
because
pink.
it's the only way to survive. There's no excuse. I won't let this be excused.
This whole screen better not become completely pink.
Yeah, no.
I won't forget this.
Only Akane is still in my little picture here.
The person who betrayed Nekomaru.
I have a feeling that she is going to be a
Betrayed
killer
their
at some
friends.
point, and it's only going to be me. It just, I don't know, it kind of adds to the
never ever
dramaticness,
forgive them.
You know?
I guess I'm ready. I'm never
right, let's
actually
go.
ever ready.
4th class
But I
trial.
don't think
Let's
I
do
am.
it.
Right on time for
Now
the drop.
then,
It is
let's
time.
begin with a simple explanation
explanation of the class trial.
I think
During
we
the
know by
class
now.
trial, I'm sure you guys are
All right.
starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go.
Anybody that actually chooses this option, I'm sorry, even if I was in this situation and I had to get home for whatever reason, I still wouldn't do it. I still wouldn't ripperino somebody, which means I would probably die off first, unfortunately. In the comment section below, if I remember, I'm gonna put an eye up here. Would you do it? Would you go through it? Would you go ahead and ripperino somebody so you could get off this island? If you do, I judge you. But at the same time, be honest. I would be interested. I really want to see what happens.
I have high expectations for this case. I feel like there's a lot of character development that's happened between Nagito and myself, and it just seems like an interesting case, and I hope it is.
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Yum.
I'm not the main ingredient.
How do you manage to get yourself tied up and hanged for every trial?
Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect
Kane.
So
I'm
mad at
going to be
whoever
the one
did
who
rip him.
avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
You did like no
Definitely
investigation.
not
Okay,
tempted
cool.
by curry. Got
Look,
it.
let's not be too hard on her, okay? Have you ever had
You
really
seem
good
to
curry?
have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
Yeah, good one for you.
do it.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
Okay.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Yes.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki
Bro,
that early
can
in
we
the
Just
save
get
that
over it,
for
man.
another time?
Don't tell me you three were together since last
My
night.
God, dude.
I am not some woman with flexible
that was
legs.
No, you're not. You're much classier than
You
that.
tell him, Sonia. Yeah, you tell him that you like them
We
flexible.
do the splits real easy.
Wait,
We just happened to
what
run
is
into each
happening
other on
right
the first
now?
floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
I was like, anyways.
The three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
That's right.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after.
Yes.
Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
Right.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry
like a
Hall.
fairy
Okay.
It really does.
Someone even broke Strawberry Hall's
Skip
door
down Gumdrop
We
Lane.
couldn't go anywhere because of that.
I feel like we're in
Thinking we
Alice in
should at
Wonderland
least
right
find
now.
some
I know,
method
right?
to communicate. We set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Right.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk
Just use
about
your
the
brains
killer.
instead of your chest for
Anyway,
once.
it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
I suspect the same thing.
Definitely.
I mean, they were all
There's
locked
no
in.
way a chick would kill someone so cruelly.
Oh,
so
well.
it must be one of you
Honey, were you
Strawberry
not
House
awake
dudes.
for the last trial?
One of you better hurry up
Is he
and
gonna instantly
confess,
turn on us?
or I'll break all of you in half.
You're the cruelest one here.
Have you ever heard of
Now. Enough
genocide
with the
Joe?
lovers' quarrel. We need to think about
I
this
ship it.
seriously.
That's it, Chiaki. Take
We
control.
don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
It really does,
The
actually. and
incident
I've-
notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand.
Wow.
Excuse me?
Oh boy, he's
The weapon
already
is
in sass
obvious,
mode.
right?
You say the mallet, I'm gonna punch you.
What is you guys? The weapon. You could totally tell just by looking.
Probably the
I
mallet.
would say
but
that's
it's
the
not. I read
that's
this
the
in
blood
Pillar.
was, but I know he's thinking of the hammer.
He's thinking of the hammer, yeah.
New looking hammer.
But I don't think.
Has to be.
I don't know. We'll have to see what
I
the.
guess we should figure out the weapon first.
Yeah.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
Is it about that?
That pillar, huh?
I actually agree with you.
No, the hammer.
Oh, he's thinking about the hammer. I don't. It's
The
not the
killer
hammer.
used that hammer
Right?
and beat the crap out of him.
I don't
I'm gonna
think
say
that's
that
right.
is not the case.
No,
because
no,
it
you're
is
wrong.
fresh like a
I did it. I did
Got
it.
it. That's what it is.
I can't wait to hear him say it. Let me slice.
I can't accept
those
that the hammer
You've heard
was
of
the
Ding
murderer.
Dong Ditch.
right.
Well, now it's time for Ping Pong.
Why can't you accept it?
Because there's no oil on it.
No, he says, allow
A
me to
lot of
cut
oil
through your
was flowing
word.
from
that's it,
Nekomaru's
yeah.
body.
Like that.
Just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
At the very least.
Exactly.
Or around
But
it.
that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
You're like, yeah, I just washed it.
The killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why would they do that?
Why would
Stop
they
being
bother?
predictable, so.
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why
No.
bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster?
Baby
What?
gangster. Me?
Oh shit!
Don't bring my rat name into this.
I was trying to test you guys.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
sure.
you're just trying to
Oh,
cover
yeah,
up
no.
yourself.
Maybe you
dumbass.
guys mistook the hammer for the
Yeah,
weapon
man.
or something.
So trying to save
That
face.
was a waste of time.
Exactly, Gundam.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder
I think it
Nekomaru?
was the pillar.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
The pillar did.
How about we look at it from a different angle?
Like vertically.
Okay.
If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon.
Look at her being smart.
It must
Yep,
be the
the
weapon,
floor.
right?
Love you, girl.
She's so cute.
Love
She's
you.
so smart. She's just
intelligent. Best.
That oil on it. The broken pillar.
The broken pillar.
I see. Got it.
There we go. I didn't read the rest. I'm always straight for it.
There's one thing we can unite on. It's jihad.
The pixel partner
Then that
synergy.
pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Kind of. I think he got
Nobody
tripped
could
over by the
withstand a
wire.
blow from that pillar.
I mean, true.
Even if you
That
use
would kill anyone.
100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you tripped them over using a wire, then there was
Connie.
their head
We
on.
tried. Yeah.
Yeah, even you did it, Connor. You can't step in.
You tried to move it, Akane.
Yeah.
Hajime couldn't do it
Yeah.
with her.
There you go.
Way too big.
Really budging.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy.
Right?
But there's one dude who could have lifted that
The
pillar.
one who's dead.
Yeah.
Neko.
Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body.
Right?
With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
Yeah, but where are you going with that?
Actually, I already said this earlier.
Okay.
That Gundam's hamsters went inside of Nekomaru's body
Okay.
and like made them all malfunction. Did I
Yeah.
say that earlier?
I don't know.
Other episode?
Possibly, but like one could have pushed the button on the back of his neck and
Yeah. And so like he was holding the pillar and then he was like, oh.
like they reprogrammed him to like take the pill. Oh, what if that was it? Because Nagito mentioned suicide, like
Yeah.
in the first one, and this one could mirror that. What if this points to Soda? What if someone reprogrammed him to basically smash himself with the pillar?
So he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
Beat himself off, maybe.
Nekomaru killed himself?
Sorry, I know we're talking
Don't
about
be
murder here.
stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar,
I don't know,
it has nothing
though.
to do with the case at all.
Oh, Akane, bless. I know you're trying, honey. We'll
guess
get
you're right.
through.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little.
I mean, it could. Like, if he was trying to pick it up to hit someone else who was trying to attack him.
That works.
Unaliving.
That shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
Just the way that the pillar was
There may be
positioned
a way
and
to
his
use
body.
the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh?
Yep.
For reals?
Yes, for reals.
Oh,
So my gut
Love
was
it.
right
She's so
after
cute.
all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood.
Do
Then I shall give it my all.
Just do it.
Sonia, here I go.
She's so cute. You're so cute.
I don't want to contradict you. I want to agree to something.
It looks
So-
like she's doing an offensive gesture to people.
I think she's funny.
She's really cute.
Wire.
Yeah,
There's
pillar
no
fragments.
need to lift that pillar.
Go, Sonia!
Pillar was not lifted. Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Don't have fear, Hammies.
Oh, buddy,
What
don't
about
worry.
tipping the pillar over?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
Yep, okay.
Yes.
That's wrong.
Because there was fragments underneath.
You're
wrong. So
wrong.
you can't have
Trying to
been.
get away from the white
Nekomaru was
noise.
crushed by the pillar. Then there should have been fragments on top
Ah,
of his
that's it.
body.
Yeah. Not underneath him.
Oh, yeah.
Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Yeah, and just again the fact that his body was in a completely
I
different
briefly
place from where the
considered
pillar
that too.
was.
But it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my
No,
bad.
Sonia,
I
I
see.
get it. The pillar has been tipped over.
Then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go
Fine.
already.
Nah, I usually like
It's
it.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Can't hold it back
Why are you
anymore.
so certain about
I
that?
know who did it.
I just
Yeah.
have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
Yes.
But we can't say for sure that instinct is
Exactly,
wrong,
Nagato.
can we?
Can't say for sure that it's right either,
There's another way
Nagato.
to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed.
Oh, fuck you, Vito.
What are you up to now?
Oh, it was
Then I
broken
shall
up.
ask you.
It's a killer
What
pillar?
way is that?
You know Hajime, don't you?
You guys.
Wow, he's really annoying.
Is it hanging him by the
You're
pillar?
unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me
This
laugh.
guy has turned into a
What did you
A-plus
say?
Ooh, he's mad.
gold-plated
Regardless,
douchebag.
It's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Well, hold on a second.
Hey, He doesn't want to die for us anymore.
What the hell happened to you?
Right,
Yeah, really?
Used to be so sweet.
Now look at you.
It's actually like the dickhead gene moved from me to you.
You're not talking like a lunatic anymore.
But now you're a different lunatic.
I learned a
I'm not
valuable
sure which one I
lesson.
prefer.
Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Something in the stuff he
What do you
read must
mean?
have blown his mind.
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Yeah,
Oh,
she thinks we're
he's not
stupid
telling
just
us.
because
Wow.
we don't know the truth
First
already.
of all,
Yeah.
the pillar itself is not
Pillar
enough.
and his friends, however.
But when
it's a serial
combined with a
pillar.
specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Wire.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Don't know what that is.
Ultimate weapon?
Poison?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final
Yeah.
dead room?
So,
Yeah, he cleared it.
Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
This
What?
must be what I was talking
the
about.
strawberries.
Is it up in the tower
Right.
ceiling?
You've seen it clearly. Because I, the
Oh,
one who has
oh,
claimed
wait.
dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
You're
sweet
not.
I
Stop
am
this.
he
Come
who
on
cuts
now,
the
dude.
insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Okay.
His words are
Only
great, though.
fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the
Oh.
ultimate weapon. Since you wield your four
Oh
dark
my
devils
god,
of
the
destruction.
two of
Their
you.
shit is
Get
so
a room.
She's
I
hyping
love
him
it. I love it. It's the best thing ever.
up. I know why Casper
Bullshit
is
is
jealous.
clearly.
Frick.
What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the
Can you not
funhouse.
just tell us what
Here we go.
There we go. This is gonna take a
Secret
while.
of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Yes, but not everybody's the ultimate lucky student who can just breeze their way through a game of Russian roulette. Or we had a nurse. We had an affluent progeny who's probably pretty smart, but we've got a mechanic. Do you expect him to be a smarty? We got a bloody gymnast. Do you expect her to be some kind of mental level brain doctor? Come on, dude, you gotta understand that not all of us are smarty.
Look,
aren't you?
Nagito, to be fair, you didn't know shit either until you got lucky and got the information. Alright, so you were just as lost as they are. Man, sit down.
If only you had seen the thing that I
Except
have
for
seen
Hajime.
that nobody else has
really?
seen, it probably makes no sense.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
He might explain it right
Anyway,
now.
we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Yeah.
You're right there. I still don't understand this
Strawberry
part.
House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in
No, this is gonna hurt
actuality,
my head.
they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
Okay.
Debatable.
It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
She's trying to be cool.
She is. She's trying to fit in.
I think she's trying to be cool for
But
Gundam.
Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so
Bro,
sweet.
it really is.
Simp.
Full show. I believe this matters to
I can't wait
what is
for
happening.
Gundam to just beat the crap
Oh, I
out
really
of
hope it's not her
Kazuki
now.
for treating her the way he
I know,
does.
right?
I ended up finding
You've won me
proof
over,
that completely
Sonia. I
contradicts
don't
it.
think it's you.
The 180 who's
I'm wondering if it's shaped like a.
I love her.
Like, so
It just keeps going up.
Wait, what? I didn't know that was a
Feeling
thing.
a tower? How is that evidence?
In truth, Strawberry Tower and
Wait a
Grape
minute.
Tower
Right.
are actually the exact same place.
no, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Yeah.
Strange feeling? Are you serious? That's the answer?
How they're not
Yes,
the
and-
same place?
Yeah, you do
Strange
hit
feeling
Remember
in the tower.
everything. We can check the e-handbook.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
What?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Look, I'm trying to keep us all
Doesn't
alive.
it seem strange?
Yes, you could say that at any point in this game, and it would be yes.
strange,
When we went to Grape
Hajime.
Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall.
Yeah.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
He wasn't there!
Does everything move?
Probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees.
See, that's what I thought too.
Yeah,
If it was
maybe
right
so.
there, that would have been my
Inside.
original.
That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Never
Does
is.
that mean
No.
he's
Sounds like
wrong?
no.
Oops. I guess I've said too much.
Oops.
If
You
the floor
on now.
didn't
did
rotate,
it
then
again.
that means we need to think about
You
the structure of the
look like
building.
it
If
Bow down.
Okay.
Bow down.
Dang it. I didn't want to offend the princess.
How about
Boss around
this?
here.
Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
No.
That's stupid.
while we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
No.
but we should have all been together during that time.
Yeah.
Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
Why are you being
But
insane?
Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
What about the oil
If it is
spills,
too
though,
heavy to
and the
carry,
parts?
let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Ah, there it is.
No. But the
Except I don't know if she
All
ever
shut
actually said
down.
So
Let's
no.
go down that road, Sonya,
Please
please.
don't.
You're rough.
Right, okay.
Oil on the floor.
Which
one do I
Pillar,
choose?
Nugget, hammer, chain, broken
Try all
door,
on the
broken
floor.
doorknob.
There
I
are
think.
many different ways.
Okay, gotta cut
The
that.
body
Gotta
and the
cut that.
pillar
cut-
could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
Aaron, you need to be
And
cutting through this
Nekomaru
work.
could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
It was not. Slash it, faster.
Don't think it was. Thank you very much. It wasn't Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time.
Allow me to shut you the
That might
hell
be hard
up.
even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Oil,
Everything.
oil,
Everything.
exactly the same
Allow
place.
me to
It
cut
could
through
lift everything
those
up.
words.
Monokuma can't
Moving the
lift
body
oil
and
up.
pillar is possible. But it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Yeah, this is a dumb argument. Why do we even have this argument?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Exactly.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly
You know what?
sorry.
Like a passion in a
I
woman.
cannot believe I got so fired
I
up.
have
It's
to.
fine.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to
Yeah,
watch.
I agree, but shut up.
Shut
So
the
what
fuck up,
really
Kazuichi.
Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
I think they are the same building.
We can't be certain of that either.
I mean, technically they
Not
would be
when
the
the
same
experiment
building, but
involving
it
the
would be
handbook
the
I
way
left
that
on the tower floor was
it would be. It would be the actual houses that
Yeah,
are different.
If that was the
E-handbook
case,
was
then it
still
should have
there.
been
That's why we
the
thought the
opposite way
two
round.
towers were the
Didn't
same
you notice
building.
that?
If they're not the same building or two different buildings,
He could
then
have fallen on
what
top
are
of
they?
it.
The circle?
Huh?
No idea, huh?
He's thinking.
All right.
You'll give it a chance.
Nagito.
Nervous.
I thought it would come to this.
I mean, to be fair,
I knew my
I
turn
haven't
was
shared
coming up.
anything with them.
Fine.
Don't be a douche about it.
Tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Good.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
No, we're gonna
But
learn
then
it
it wouldn't
ourselves.
mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial
For
properly.
fuck's sake.
You're part of this
so
too,
he
you know.
can't get his
It's
hopes
also
on our back
important
unless he
for me
believes in
because it
us.
will
All right,
help
we've got to
me
like prove it to him, I suppose.
Determine something.
Whether or
you
not
wanna
he's
determine?
still in
Determine?
love with you all.
Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one
I think
who knows it.
maybe he suspects that
I have a
he's
good
actually the
reason
traitor
for
and
that.
just doesn't know it yet.
The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Going to the final dead room.
Perform the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking
The
about?
life-threatening game.
The life-threatening game!
I see.
It's all that makes
You were the
sense.
only one who did Tai Chi.
Monokuma
You can't be the only
Tai
one.
The final
Chi.
dead room, right?
Yep.
You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after
window.
I cleared it.
Right.
Window. Yeah, fucking window.
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited. all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Come on, tell me.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be
Should
faster
we go?
just to show you.
Yes, yes,
At
yes.
an opportune time,
Oh.
I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
Oh, you did? You
Okay.
snapped a picture, did you?
Yep.
Why not, buddy?
See? This is
Oh
it.
my god, I'm so excited.
Oh.
Let me explain it to you again.
The hell?
I took this picture
We're not
of
in
the
space.
first floor of
Those
Strawberry
are
House
tropical trees.
from the secret room within the
No.
final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's
Why is
lots
there
of
a tower
things
over
that
there?
don't make sense in this
Well,
picture,
the big thing would be
right?
that there's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
other house on
there
the
is.
other side.
That, but also those aren't tropical
Lots of things.
trees.
No.
That shouldn't make
I mean,
sense
obviously
in
it's
this
a big
In
Like-
fact,
thing.
there's a lot of
Then
trees
let's
for one
begin.
thing.
Shall I call it thinking time?
Oh god, it's gonna make me think. It's gonna make me think.
What? Doesn't
Whoa.
make sense in this picture.
I mean, I guess the first thing that I would think
height
is like,
is the first thing.
this
Oh,
area here.
I see what they're saying. Okay, okay,
There
okay.
should be a
Over
building.
there?
It is the sky. Okay.
Pretty blue sky.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was,
I get you.
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
Yeah, where's the other house?
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it.
Ah.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape.
Told
no
you,
Grape
we're
House at
stacked
all.
on top of each
Nope.
other.
Ooh.
I see. And is that it?
I don't know, mate.
I just said there's
No,
lots
the
of things that don't make
trees.
sense.
Honestly,
What
the
is
trees
strange?
don't
What
make
is
sense
strange?
now.
Can I
Maybe
close the
trees.
ramp? Can I do anything?
Yeah.
Is it the trees?
It's gonna be the forest, right? Because that's the thing that I said
Trees?
to start with.
Yeah, the trees.
I am a champion.
From
something
This
out
photo
there.
was taken
Yeah,
from
it
the hidden room
does.
inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from
Yep.
the first floor of Strawberry House.
Oh,
Yes,
I see. That's
it
where I'm
should
getting
have been.
confused, right? So, right.
This is
I see,
definitely
I see.
strange.
Because you're up
This
high.
photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is
Does that mean
located
Grape
in a
House and
high
Strawberry
area,
House are on the same...
and Grape House is
in the same
not behind
building?
the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely
No,
an
but I love where
illusion
your
spell
head's
cast
at.
by Monokuma's cursed eye?
Sure.
From
Yeah,
this
that's
point
exactly what I
on,
said.
do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are
wow.
truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like
Do
this.
your own research.
It might be possible for
Let me
Hajime to
Google that
solve it
for
too.
you.
Wow!
Even though
Really,
it's just a
dude?
normal
In
high
front of my
school
fucking
student.
salad?
Now I really want to solve it. Now, not just because I don't want to look like a fucking idiot in front of all you guys, but now I really just want to solve it, just to rub it in your fucking smarmy face, Nagito.
Stop that.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came
Yeah, you came from above.
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it
they're the
already?
same
And I think
building,
so.
boy!
Strawberry House
So the
is
third
on
floor?
top of Grape House. Is that
But
what
the
they're saying?
Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Does it no, it's
I
the
should've-
snowboarding game!
Got it.
Oh,
Well,
I
I
hate
okay,
this.
this one's
They're fun.
Hell yeah! Woo!
They exist. They're the same building. in America.
I
just snowboarded. Oh, it's like 30 minutes to figure out that they're vertical.
I'm back. The fact that it rotates.
I know the secret of the funhouse.
I just thought about something for the first time in my life after I said it's easy as pie. Why do people say that? Quite frankly, in my opinion, it's hard to make a pie, at least for me. It's not easy as pie. I could easily make macaroni and cheese, not a pie. So why don't we say easy as mac and cheese?
Well, also mac and cheese has like instant stuff.
And a pie does not. Pies, but even if you try and hand make mac and cheese, you get macaroni, you boil it, and
Listen,
throw
you
in
know
cheese.
why? Because pie
Yeah.
has been around longer than macaroni and cheese.
And it's still difficult to make. Anyways.
Oh my
The secret of the
god, you're
funhouse.
in rare form today.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
Shut up.
Okay, here we go.
Just shut up.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House,
Nagito's
I didn't
getting on
see
my
Grape House
bad
at all.
side.
So where did Grape House go? There is only
I
one
don't like it.
possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House.
Right.
Disliking characters is exhausting.
Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Yes.
Same building,
Look at the
different
little
floors.
hamsters, they're tired.
My dark
The
Deva
two
is
houses
sweating.
aren't two different 3-story buildings.
The one
They're
6-story
actually
building.
one 6-story
You bet
building.
your ass, Rico.
Think
how that
about it
works.
like that. Based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Picture.
It would have to be
Floor above Grape House.
I see!
I get confused. I got confused.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Right, okay.
That
We're
breathing.
doing not bad,
That's
ladies and
where-
gentlemen.
The photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Yes, that makes sense.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
Why is Sonia
But
doing all of
what
these
about the
weird
shape of the
90s
building?
statements?
The two houses were completely different
It
shapes.
doesn't matter, I don't think.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
One of the
It
one of the
never occurred
houses
to
is
us
bigger,
that
is
they
it
were the
not?
same building because it was structured with two different shapes.
Also true.
Yeah. It's very, very crafty. Very crafty.
Quadrilateral
But
and
can
a
easily
hexagon.
fit in.
Overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we
Yeah, but
perceive
square
them.
fits
I
Just
see,
fits
but it is
inside.
possible
Yeah.
to.
Didn't it?
Yep.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
That's trippy.
In order to
Yeah.
conceal
That's
the unique
pretty
design
damn
of the
clever.
funhouse,
Maybe the tower moves
Monokuma
up and
put us
down.
to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been
I
Kuma! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Oh yeah, so much fun here.
You're not wrong.
The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah,
It's just
Strawberry
one tower.
and Grape Tower should have
Yeah.
also been different floors inside the same building.
No, I think it's the same floor.
I don't think it is because
It's just-
again,
it's
that
the-
wouldn't
it's
make
this-
sense.
Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House.
Told you.
Strawberry Tower was
But
also
that
on
doesn't
top
really
of Grape
explain
Tower.
why
Did the floor rise
things are
and
mirrored
drop?
unless things
Is that what
are
they're saying?
rotating.
If they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both
tower.
places?
That floor is
The
actually
floor.
elevated.
Precious hammies don't know. But it's so simple.
My hamstrings have nothing to do with this. I'm very
this mystery in
limber.
a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Notice me, satisfied.
Do whatever you like.
She just doesn't care.
Definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices
Bro,
me.
all you have to
Notice
do
me,
is see
senpai.
yourself.
Christ, dude.
It's very
Okay,
sad.
here we go. Here we
It's
go.
very
Here we go.
sad.
I really
Thinking
hope he
about
doesn't
how
turn you on.
Let's do this, baby.
Just
Elevator
saying.
works now.
I'm worried about that with the way
Yeah.
that
Gundam
her
and Herman
Gundam
hanging
are.
out, yeah.
He's gonna get so jelly.
I
Right,
don't
let's
know.
see- let's see what
Check
she-
it out just to see.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a
him to
flash.
sleep on the back of his neck.
And hurry up, dumbass.
Oh, no, whoa.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually
The
a
bodies
dummy.
with a dummy.
Quite amazing, Gundam.
Oh, we know
Oh,
who's
no,
saying
That's
that.
wrong.
What? I had to.
We got it
But
right.
the was weird.
Right.
There was a strange
You look like
feeling
a
in the
douche.
tower. So I didn't think that would be
Nekomaru's
it.
body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
So why didn't you give me Kazuichi's account to fucking use then?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the parts I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
Huh?
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built
So
it.
they couldn't have built it.
Not a dummy.
Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy.
Oh,
Then it
shit.
would be a different story.
Oh, she doesn't trust him.
Miss Sonia,
Oh, snap.
That's a pretty
I don't. I
harsh
really
joke.
don't.
Unless you
think
like
he's
murders.
joking. Just
Oh dear. Oh dear. If the fact that she has been really cozying up to Gundam thus far, if that wasn't bad enough, now that she's actually blaming Kazuichi, or at least strongly suggesting that he had something to do with it, that must hurt. That must hurt, man. That must sting. Oof.
You don't want her attacking you.
Joking.
Oh, Kazuichi.
Now
It's alright.
Kazuichi is not the killer.
Way too stupid.
I
If he
fully
was,
agree. I fully
he
agree,
wouldn't have
Chiaki.
fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
Oh, that's true.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
True.
I see. That is disappointing.
It could still say that it's Sonya and Gundam.
Right, darling. It's
Even if
okay. Look,
Nekomaru's
there's
body
other
wasn't
fish
a
in the
dummy,
sea.
However,
it's
she still
meaningless
likes
if we don't
men.
have the important answer.
Look at Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on.
I'll tell you who I think did it when it gets closer to
Maybe
time.
It was simply moved?
The body
moved to a different floor?
Oh my god, the
Yes.
whole floor
Yeah.
moved.
A device like that? A device
Let
that
the
moves
body
things
move
to
to a
different
different
floors in the same building?
Good freaking lord. Elevator? I think I've heard of those
I did
before.
this ages ago. See what I mean? By some puzzles.
You must be talking about an elevator.
Saying Nekomaru's
Such an
body
obvious
was
conclusion.
transported using an elevator?
Where
Yes.
the hell
Yeah.
is this elevator
Oh, it's the
anyway?
whole floor.
I think it's the tower
tower
itself.
itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, it's not the whole building, Hajime, come on.
which means
That's
the
why it
tower
takes
was
a
designed
second.
so that the
Yeah,
whole room goes
and why
up
it will
and
never
down like
open
that.
the two doors at the same
So
time.
whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room.
This does
Right?
make sense.
I'm glad they have visual aids.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
I'll tell you who I think it is, just because I can't keep it to myself anymore. I think it's Gundam. Either that or Nagito said some weird things, but I don't think it pertains to this murder itself. He was talking about like the main character being the killer the whole time, like the traitor. I think he suspects himself because he was speaking from his point of view. But anyway, I think it's Gundam. Only because, I mean, they went through a lot of effort to make it look like it wasn't from Strawberry, and then the button on the back of the neck. I mean, I think he made his hamster push the button because you remember when he like made a big deal about his hamster pushing the elevator button? It was kind of like, no, that's obvious. You know, and then Sonya's like, oh wow. So I think it's Gundam. That's what I think anyway.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you
No,
enter from
it's
Great
not
Tower?
that. No, it has to
Part of
be
the
True.
design.
Well, it could just be on the wall
And
itself,
a
can
picture
it?
of a grape on the far back door when you enter from
Because it's not a
Strawberry
real door,
Tower.
baby girl.
That's kind of the whole point.
It's a
Sonya.
trick.
The room just moves up and
She's never been in a
down
fun
like
house
an
before. It's
elevator.
okay. Yeah.
There's no reason for the
but
doors to
it
change.
goes around.
Maybe the doors
It
aren't
goes around.
connected.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Yep.
Trick us.
Correct.
Complete ruse.
But
that
when
was.
we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that.
True,
but
and the
if
doorknob
I
fell
remember
off.
correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly.
That's still weird.
There are too many strange things. Was
You're
that
telling
tower really an elevator?
It has to
Yes.
be. It
When
has
you
to be.
see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Oh, thanks, you are just the best.
That's just nice. Yeah, it's nice advice.
Let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what
The
hasn't.
whole of the floor.
Why do we have to do that?
Shut up.
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that
It's
hasn't changed
fine.
have in common?
The only one thing these all have in common.
They're on the
Of course, they're
floor.
all on the floor.
See,
Duh, guys.
That goes up and
is
down.
it
not
safe
the
to say
whole-
that all the items on the floor didn't
Yeah,
change?
it's freaking safe to say that. Gee, it's an elevator.
And
The floor moved and it goes
On
up
the
to
far
different
back door.
doors.
Yeah.
If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
we said that it all
only the
rotates.
floor-
So smart.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Right? It took
something
everything on the
unique
floor
about
with
that
it. But not the
The
walls.
only the floor moves.
floor
There's
moves.
no
Yep.
ceiling.
Only the floor moves.
It's an enormous.
it's an enormous circle.
Double check. I was
So
right.
that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor
Guys,
moves?
Yep.
Only
Yeah.
the floor
Yes.
moved.
only the floor moved?
Only the floor moved.
So only the floor moved.
You're right. Only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved.
Only the ceiling moved.
No, you're wrong.
Allow me to cut through that word.
You're taking okay. It's really dragging out the most simple
Which
stuff, and
means
that
the
really
whole
ruins
room
the
wasn't an
immersion
elevator.
for me. So
Only the floor was.
Yeah.
That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Lines up door handle or the doorknob.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
Nowhere.
They don't.
Well, those doors go nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere. They're just there.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Oh, I see what they're saying. Okay, no, I misunderstood what they were saying.
Trick us.
Gotcha.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
To
So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Yes.
This is so
yeah, it
clever.
was just a big trick, guys.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Well, it was very effective. I gotta
I
say.
don't get it.
It was pretty
But I guess
good.
it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Yeah, Monokuma.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Oh my God.
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Stop fighting, you
Then I'll take
two.
responsibility and gently caress you.
What? No.
Caress you.
What? There's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way,
What just happened?
what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
Absolutely nothing.
Probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Yeah.
Would that mean they didn't know?
Why?
Because
guess
of
so.
that
Or was it to
chain.
keep the illusion going?
You guys thought you
Maybe.
couldn't
Yeah.
enter
Look
there,
at
right?
Mikan's portrait, little plus sign.
The killer
It's the
destroyed the
cross.
Strawberry
Yeah.
Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse.
Yep.
yeah, they want anybody to go
The
play with the death
appearance of
room
a
because they
body
knew they
in the
would.
tower would
Please stop
contradict
showing
what
us
we
the
thought we
incorrect
knew about the
diagram.
building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction
Oh, I
firsthand.
see. Okay.
And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical
Gotcha.
building.
All right.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience.
Yeah.
After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building
Good.
structure.
Are we going to talk about the fact
The
that
ultimate weapon is
different
gravity,
layout?
right?
It's fine already.
Gundam,
Let him
please
see
proceed.
DC's trying
You
I'll
said
take you out for a
earlier
drink
that
later.
Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Correct.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Okay.
I see.
Don't.
Now that you mention it, Sonya's like, forgot about that.
Oh,
No, I
because
haven't.
the elevator, it twists
That
to 180
elevator
degrees,
moves
so...
vertically.
It doesn't
Then,
though.
when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same
Go
side.
up and around, I'm sure that's what it is.
No,
Does
it
this
rotates,
reflect
bro.
reality?
Don't you? Were you not there when we talked about it?
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on
Ah,
your
yeah,
right
it is.
when your
It is.
back
It
is
is.
to the elevator.
100%. 100%.
It's
around 180.
Yeah.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
It turns 180 degrees.
But still, the hall is the problem. Because the hall shouldn't be that. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
If it rotated 180 degrees, you'd be offset from the center.
Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower.
No, honey.
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
I don't like the way you're
Does this
arguing.
mean-
No.
Don't back him up.
What does this mean?
Well, we already know the elevator just turns around.
I mean, we know the fact that while in that elevator, it does rotate 180 degrees. But how does that would mean that you would be facing the completely wrong way when you come out of the elevator. Unless everything shifts in a circle. But again, is that what's happening here?
If the
It
two houses are
spins,
connected
remember?
vertically,
The position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction?
It's easy.
It's gotta be the compass.
Kazuichi's account.
Let's see.
It's gotta be the compass.
Where is it? Kazuichi's account. That's what we need. Thank you. Here we go.
Strange feeling in the tower's come up again.
No.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
Yep.
The elevator should move.
Yeah.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, it spins.
Here we go. Yes.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Vertical part.
Spins.
Yeah, I got it.
The 180 on the thing.
We already know it's 180
The
degrees.
elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
Was
Isn't
it
that
just
right,
moving
Kazuichi?
vertically? Okay, there we go.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Yes,
Come on.
you.
You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Yeah.
That. Yeah, it was pretty strange.
Why did you forget about
From
that? That was
start
like,
to
so
finish,
important.
somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Yeah.
Rotated 180 degrees.
Yeah.
Like a chicken.
That's right.
Meaning,
In the rotisserie.
as the elevator
No,
moved
you're
between
wrong.
the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Nice touch.
Yeah, which
Nice
explains
touch,
it all
game.
perfectly.
Moved up and around the building.
It was probably
So it is doing what
following
I
the
thought it would,
building's
but that
perimeter
shape
as
is,
it
it's just the
rotated to
shape
the
that made it so
other
comfy. I was like, how would it
Which
do
means
that
the exit would be
on
on the
a
opposite side
hexagonal
once you
building?
arrived at the
Okay.
other house,
Doesn't
right?
really explain why Neko's
And thanks to
body
that,
is
the dumbest,
in a
most
tower was on
complicated
our right
elevator of
side
all
when
time.
We arrived at Grape House.
Sorry.
Appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
Yeah.
Absolute genius, man. I love it.
Just frying my brain.
That's so fucking.
An elevator
is.
that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an
Kidding me,
amusement
Nico?
park.
Where do you think
Yeah,
we are?
it's
Yeah, it's
Got it.
possible, nerd.
A funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
Sure
And
is.
since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
Sure
Not
does.
splendid at all. You're inhuman.
I know.
Sure
And
is.
they'll say
Yeah.
I'm inhuman, but I'm just a
Nice.
bear. So I was never human to begin with.
Controlling you as
I'm
though.
different from these lowly humans.
Are you really?
So we're
though?
done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillow?
Am I going nuts? Because I still don't think we've explained how the layout of the tower itself was mirrored when we went in there. Because even if the elevator goes round from one tower to the other, and even if it looks like you're going into the tower from the other side, you're not. So going through it, realistically, nothing should have changed in the tower. But the fact that it had... Maybe they're going to explain it, or maybe I've just got the wrong end of the stick. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what
Is
I
it not
found at the
being able
Octagon,
to-
you know?
you know
which
the
one?
secret of the two floors?
Octagon, I haven't heard about that yet.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I can't believe I have to explain that.
It's a shape with eight
I'm
sides.
so mad. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What?
Octagon is 8, right?
I mean, it's an 8-sided shape.
Octagon.
8-sided
Wait, how
shape.
many does it have? 8?
I see.
I don't understand what that means, though.
I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Geometry.
I didn't expect you to know that.
Wow.
Substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Oh, yeah.
Ow.
Giving that in our face
all
every
day.
Guess I
opportunity
should
you
continue
get.
listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
The place with
Be the top
6,
floor, wouldn't it?
no,
Final
8
bedroom.
doctors
The place
that
with thing
work
of the name
on
Octagon.
genitals.
But
No,
yeah,
you're
that's
thinking of an
that's
octagon
hexagon, and then
ecology.
you've got a square, so it's
Okay,
four
okay,
sides.
okay. Oh, sports.
And
You're
then
wrong.
It's this.
But isn't
It would be like...
isn't Grape Tower a hexagon though?
It is. It's 6-sided.
So
Is it just going to be the in-between?
that wouldn't
I-
make sense. Huh?
I'm just going to touch like this area right here.
Right here.
Oh.
Wait,
That's what I thought. Unless it's in like
Top of the
right
building?
below
Talking
it.
about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
What?
Why is that place the
Okay, I just
Octagon?
clicked somewhere.
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Yes.
That doesn't add to 8, though. That adds to 10.
If you cut a
6 plus
4-sided shape
4,
out of a 6-sided
8.
one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided
Nice
shape.
dig!
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, I'm trying to visualize it. I know it's showing me it right there. But quite honestly, I don't know if I get that. It's I guess I get it. Yeah. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Basically the gist of
I get it. That's just not what I think of when I picture an octagon. You know what I mean? But that, yeah, you count the amount of sides. Yeah, that's 8. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was trying and work that out, but I didn't realize that it was pushed over as far as I thought it was even all the way along. Ah, okay, I did.
They made that work.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Oh, I see what they're saying.
It is.
That's so fucking
true
stupid.
identity.
My brain
That hurt my brain a lot more than it needed to.
So it's an octagon
Yeah,
because
shit
it's a
ton of
In
that.
actuality,
It
yeah.
has 4 sides
That's not
cut
how I
out.
think of an
various
octagon, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
That
think of an
does fit.
octagon as the inside
Whatever.
And
shell.
the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Okay.
Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
Yes.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and
building
killed
itself?
Nekomaru.
Did they use the elevator to smash him or something?
Oh, I see what it is. I see what it is. This is gonna be a little gruesome, I think.
Oh boy.
By using the wires, they hung him from, because I was gonna say they hung him from the door, because then he would fall down. He would have smacked his head on the pillar, which is how I got dented, and that's why the blood stain is on top of the pillar. But his oil is still like on the ground in front of him.
Yeah.
So he must have fallen and smashed onto the pillar.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
I'm trying to see if I can possibly
The
figure out how
funhouse
to do.
itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
Wait, so I'm a little confused. And correct me here if I'm wrong, because sometimes I forget when I'm in the middle of these. Wasn't Nagito the only one to finish the final dead room and play Russian roulette? That's what I thought they were implying. So did the killer actually do it beforehand and know about all this? Were they able to see out the window?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular
It was
crime.
beautiful. It was beautiful.
I don't fucking know.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Is anyone
my
else like
goodness
really
me.
confused
funhouse
right
is
now?
the
I mean,
true
we've learned
identity
some
of the
interesting
ultimate
things today.
What does this mean?
What does it mean?
How'd the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who was the killer who did that?
Gotta be halftime,
Is
right?
it intermission
yeah,
time?
It's halftime.
It's intermission time. God damn it.
Okay. Alright, die.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well.
I like that.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
What are you gonna do? Not accept it?
That was great.
That's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's
Exactly.
murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they
Yeah.
didn't mind dying?
Thank
He's
you,
right.
Fumiko.
There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your
Not
hopes,
anymore?
but I will sincerely retract that
Oh,
remark.
man.
Oh
Is it
no,
because
he's
totally
not.
thinks when you know that I'm
Idiots.
not
What
special
is that?
anymore.
Disappointed to
Yeah.
know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice
Oh,
myself.
so it's not for hope.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply
I think I know.
murder.
I just
Simply sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Yeah, Gundam's
see.
good.
It's fine.
Okay.
Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Don't go
As
chasing
usual,
no.
I can't tell what he's
waterfalls.
thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, Why don't we think about how they used it?
I think that's what we need to figure
How
out,
they
yeah.
killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Yes.
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building's structure. So, what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building's structure?
It seems more like falling.
Falling?
I think trust.
Yeah! Finally, I get to answer the question.
I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That
Oh, I know exactly what happened. Let me answer it.
Don't just make things up when you don't know
I'm
the
just
method.
throwing out a suggestion.
Where in that building would
on
you
now.
even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower.
Yeah.
You could push him off
Heck.
the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Akane,
Akane's
well done.
actually
That's
useful.
exactly what
Did
I
Did you
just said.
forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames
Man, if it
of
was
hell.
Gundam, I'm really gonna
like
miss
the
it.
way
Sure
you're
are
trying to
talking a lot
battle me
this
here,
time,
Gundam.
Gundam.
Going crazy
Probably
right
because you're
now.
really hungry, Akane.
That's
I'm
just
with
the
you.
hunger.
Okay,
Akane,
okay,
I am
okay.
with you.
I believe Akane might be on the right
I'm
track.
just waiting for that timed minigame. That's
What
coming
is
up soon, I know it
contact
is.
Broken
elevator?
doorknob. I
That's
think the
the
broken doorknob's
elevator
key here. I
that
really, really
moves.
do.
When the elevator is on the 1st
Okay.
floor. You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Yeah, we know that.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Okay, okay, okay.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a
He was
moving
tied
object
up.
inside.
Sleep mode.
There we go. This is it. Right.
Yes.
Yes. Boom.
Yes.
Boom.
There you go.
I'm learning.
I just knew.
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
Yeah.
Yes, and Nekomaru wasn't.
Nekomaru wasn't moving inside. The elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Hit the
Right.
shutdown button, which stopped his heart.
His sleep mode?
That's what it
When
is.
Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
Yeah.
I see.
Look, I
So
got this whole
that's
thing
how.
figured out, guys. I just really did it for
However,
sure.
even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
This is where the tied
There
up
would, there
part
would
was.
have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes.
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi
Oh, wow.
interrupted.
Kazuichi interrupted me.
Whoa! Now you're out there, Sonia.
Oh,
You
it's
were
his dog.
Wait, is getting.
Maybe the wire. The doorknob, you know?
doorknob and the pillar. They're all connected here. We've got a wire. We've got tipped over pillar.
If you arrange it a certain way,
Wire, yeah.
you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Yes, yes, yes. I agree.
So you're
I was
telling
close.
us all
I thought like the wire pulled them apart,
to
but I
think
guess
about
it's just
the
the fact
arrangement,
that-
right?
Yes, 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 yes. I like that. I like that.
That arrangement is...
Is?
The hammer is suspicious.
No,
it's not.
No, I'm not agreeing with that. No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
It might be the pillar.
What about the oil on the
No,
floor?
that's not
No.
important. Get out of
Stop
here.
trying to mess me up.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yes, 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 I agree, I agree.
Oh, I've got to pick one of those, haven't I?
There we go.
Yes, yes,
Like
you
you
said,
said,
Again, this is why I'm here.
Yes, thank you. The second
Didn't the
half of my
doorknob have
brain.
scrape marks on it?
Sure did.
That's why.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Yeah.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Maybe?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Then he
That's
woke
right.
up.
He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor.
Yeah.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower and suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung!
Excuse me?
Kinda like...
No.
Finish that sentence.
No, I want to hear what you have to say.
Please don't. Please don't.
the killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature only the floor moves.
Yep.
By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Whoa,
easy.
Here it is.
It's the only thing that makes sense,
So
guy.
what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Hey, sure though, friend.
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him
That
to
could
fall?
be the
The
alarm
doorknob
part.
broke
Because
off.
if he's suspended
Yeah.
in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
I see what you're saying.
Here
Okay.
we go.
Rebuttal.
No,
Time for the
chain
butt.
was on that side.
That's a good point.
Okay, so we got the wire tipped over
Clock's
pillar.
alarm tower. Or,
I think it would be the radio clock because that's the one in
Even
him.
if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Wait a minute. That's what the alarm's for.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
Right.
Doesn't mean someone had
got
to
it.
push him off.
Oh no.
It's possible that he fell on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep
Still been in
mode,
sleep
right?
mode.
There, this one. This one.
Go through those words.
You were
Squishy hair.
I thought I felt something on my head. We
What do
better
you
not
think
have
would happen if
roaches in
Nekomaru
part
woke up
2.
while he was suspended upside down in midair?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake
Am I the
up?
only person that pays attention to what people
He
say in
has
this
an
game?
alarm
I
inside his
swear.
arm. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his
Which
sleep
is
mode.
actually something I kind of did forget.
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why,
Could you imagine how terrifying that would be?
if something
guess
like that
Chiaki's pretty
happened
good.
to you, you would start panicking a lot, right?
No.
Instinctively, your body would start
She doesn't
moving.
really speak up a lot like she does what's
Nekomaru
going on, though.
probably did exactly that.
Yeah.
I forgot about the one.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating,
I was agreeing with you.
the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Whoever did this.
In actuality, the
is
scrape
Instead of,
marks
like,
caused
on
by
the
the wire
base
were near the
part.
tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Yeah, okay,
when
we know
Nekomaru
that.
awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected
You better believe
for
it.
the killer
I know
too?
it.
Probably.
Well,
Possibly.
that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because
In that case, I should my full power.
if that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
It is.
I'm just a pest.
Oh, Kazuichi.
No, I'm not just a pest. I'm
Soda.
a total fucking
glad you realized
pig.
that.
I wouldn't go that. I mean, I'm not your biggest fan, Kazuichi. I'm not going to pretend that I am. You're not a pig.
Dude, one you swore. I'm gonna have to bleep that. Thanks very much, but you're not. Look, man, you're a hormone enraged young man. You just wanting to go out there, impress your girl Sonia, and you just dial it back a little bit, my dude.
Come on. I don't know if he deserved all the hate he got in this trial, really. I mean, yeah, he's got some things he could work on, but don't we all? Don't we all?
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Oh no.
If I'm a fucking pig, you can
No,
say
I'm not one
so.
to kink shame.
What?
Okay?
No, let
Whatever
me
floats
just
your
say.
boat.
Gave your all.
But this is making me
Hey,
compliments.
why aren't
We
you
gotta sit
teasing
down
me
and have a long
anymore?
talk
He
about
did say he was
this.
gonna get used to it.
He gets off on
Yeah,
this.
please.
Yes, he
Well,
does.
we're
not
not
for
for
long.
Fucking jerk him!
Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too,
You hit the
right?
pillar.
What's weird is I
Yeah, he
don't
found the pillar.
have
The
any
moment Nekomaru fell
suspects
to the
in mind
floor,
for this,
the
like
one
we
thing I
did
can
with
No,
the
there
last
hit the
case.
flow.
There's
No one that's a
He
clear
collided
suspect.
with the
Next thing you
pillar.
know, like I don't
Which
know.
scares me.
He
Yeah,
ran
sure,
out
he
of
got
battery. Cola came out of his eyes.
I see.
What came out of his
I
eyes?
got it. Nekomaru fell to the floor. He ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
Yeah,
There
the
you go,
pillar.
Connie.
That's
It's
how
your
the
moment.
pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
Well, not really why oil was spilled over the
See,
place,
I
but
told
that's
you the
why
pillar
oil
was
was
the
on the
weapon.
pillar.
My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
True.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there,
Hold on, baby gangsta.
I love
Baby
baby
gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
Unless you intend to nurse me!
Did you say
Sorry,
the alarm was set for 7:30
This is
a.m.?
where the clocks are becoming fun. Yeah.
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
Nah, that's impossible. Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the
No, you
tower at
didn't.
7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
There was
that's a good
no
point.
way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before
Even
7
Monokuma said
a.m.
everyone missed it.
And if
so
we found
you're wrong.
Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went
Exactly.
off.
Actually, you're
It
right.
appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover
name him
Nekomaru
Jim.
died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
Change the clock.
Get ready.
That's what I want to know.
Think like Phoenix.
Come on,
through
we gotta
that
fight.
contradiction.
We gotta fight this, baby. Come on, make your argument, baby.
Wall clock.
Yeah.
I mean, the wall clock hasn't come into
We
play
headed
yet,
for
has
Grape
it?
Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Okay, I believe that's true.
Okay.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest
Oh,
was
wait.
set for 7:30 a.m.
Yeah,
also
that's true.
true.
We can't dispute that.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
sounds
they
like
tampered
it, but
with
what
the
would it
They
be?
wall.
probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's
No, you
chest.
can't.
Fire it.
Yes.
Fire it.
They can't,
Break.
because it's a radio clock.
Yeah, I was
No,
getting
the
ahead of
clock
myself.
inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
No, I
Not
think
yet.
he's
Maybe the
because he
clock
could have.
Sonia saw was the one that got tampered
Uh-huh.
Technically, yeah.
The clock inside Grape House?
Uh-oh.
No.
Yes.
I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do.
All right.
So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
Okay,
would
so
be correct,
if
yes.
the
If
clocks
there's
in
no
the house were messed
possibility
up.
that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
No, we don't.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Oh no, I don't think she's
Maybe
lying.
it's a misunderstanding.
Love that.
Oh,
I
God.
understand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Oh, we
That
gotta go do
mystery.
the logic drive.
Snowboard
No,
time.
snowboard.
Actually, glad
No,
it's the logic
snowboarding.
drive,
No,
because
it's another
we get a
logic
lot of
drive.
actual
Sonic.
shit.
Okay.
Whoa, getting fat air, baby. Wait,
It's all coming together.
It's all coming
It's
together.
all coming together.
Yeah, complete.
Yeah.
And this person really
After
got
shredding
around.
some sweet yarn, I can confidently say.
Isn't that right for you, Hiko?
Yeah, he said the whole
Yeah,
building, not
none
just
of
one
the
house.
clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the
Exactly,
clocks?
big dog.
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
Nope.
This is truly
Are you
fantastic.
getting your hope on her back? Well,
Now's
thank
not the
goodness
time
for
to be
that.
pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Okay, here
Yeah,
we
because
go.
we have for
Actually,
Yuhiko's
what?
account.
How much
Yeah.
math did it make
Yuhiko's
for our
account.
argument? What?
Would it be half an hour?
Or it's probably gonna be for Yuhiko's account.
Not sure.
Well, no. Let me double check.
What
If
was
the
for
time in the
Yuhiko's
building
account?
was all messed up,
Shut up.
then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Right, yes.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
I'm gonna agree with that.
Oh, no, it was slightly after,
Problem
I
is, what
think.
time would 7:30 be? In our time.
In our timeline.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
The sound when he fell.
Yes!
I agree with that.
Yeah.
We got it. Don't worry, girl. We got it.
I
I
agree,
agree that
Sonia.
you
Connie
wish you
knows
had
when.
heard that.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
I
Rumbling?
think so.
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Yes.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
Right.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House
Having a
Lounge.
marmalade sandwich in the gumdrop
What is it,
deals.
Sonia?
Aw.
Sonia.
Oh, well.
What is it, Sonia?
That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Did you know it?
Nagito
Are you
did
were you
not.
too far away?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
Yeah, maybe.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
Oh.
There's nothing to worry about.
What's important is that rumbling noise
What if
anyway.
one of those types
If we
of
use that
rooms
rumbling sound as a
had
reference,
Wait a minute, what room
sound
we
was
might
she
be
in?
able to figure out how much our time was off.
Why didn't Sonya hear it?
I heard that sound.
Huh.
Probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Well, she was in the nice room.
You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Good
That's where I
work.
work,
Connie, coming
Connie.
through, girl.
Good job.
Coming through.
Sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m. That's like the answer to how much our time was off. is
2 hours.
2
hours.
I see.
Literal simple math.
Do I really have to pick that?
Nekomaru's
some
alarm
basic
went off
math.
at 7:30. And if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
Boom.
2 hours? That much?
Yeah.
We were starting pretty badly.
stories.
There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of
They
time?
mess up everything.
The reason is obvious. So they could lure out just Nekomaru.
Okay.
Two.
And to get him out.
Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a
That's
specific
clever.
thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
But I guess it doesn't really matter about alibis when
Besides
he
messing with
woke
the
up.
time, the killer also used a
So
specific
I
thing.
guess that's more important.
If they were trying to lure
You
only
Monokuma Tai Chi.
Nekomaru, then that
Listen.
specific thing
Monokuma
is...
Tai Chi.
Monokuma Tai Chi.
Yep.
I see.
Monokuma Chai Tea.
Spaced out for a second.
The
Sorry.
killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
I'm sure everyone else would much rather have.
Did they pick it up and bash him with it?
We were required to go to great
Did they
power
tie up
every
his
morning
chi?
at 7 a.m. for that activity, right?
Chai
We were
tea, then
required
Tai
to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We'd all be late.
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
Good Tai Chi, baby.
I was staring at that
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
Yeah, which would actually be
And if
7
that
a.m.
time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m.
Must be my birthday.
That's pretty
for
much it.
someone brought
At that time,
cake.
he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask me yet.
Jeez, how outrageous! I also didn't expect everyone to
Oh,
ditch
yeah, yeah,
Monokuma
yeah.
Tai Chi. I remember that. Yeah,
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth,
Yeah.
it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like
I
that.
pick your
your mouth.
Are
part.
you talking about
putting your foot in your mouth.
tripping over someone else's
What?
fault?
I've never heard either of those statements.
Is that a saying?
I'm right.
I've never heard that
That's
phrase
not
before.
it. It's incorrect.
Ian.
Shooting yourself in the
Come on,
foot.
I've just told you the
That's
answer.
absolutely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore
Stubborn.
the peanut gallery.
Yes, please.
Now that we found out how the killer
Peanut
lured
gallery reference.
Nekomaru,
Right.
the number of suspects
Wow.
has drastically decreased.
Has it?
Uh-huh.
Am I an idiot?
How did that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar! You'll know I'm
Yeah,
not
why would
lying
that?
when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Oh, really?
what the hell do you mean?
His little that was great.
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
The alarm clock?
Are you talking about that alarm?
The alarms on the wall clocks.
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi
Maybe
at
it
the
was
time is
more
the
or
prime
less not
suspect.
about trying
Really?
to hide the
Was
sound
there
of
anyone who
Nekomaru's
didn't
alarm,
have an
but
alibi at
also
that
to create an
time?
alibi for
Yeah.
all the guys there.
Remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left alone.
Oh, shit.
We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when
I don't know.
Nekomaru fell?
It's not Nagito. I don't
Who's
think.
the bastard?
Who's the bastard?
Me.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Isn't it
Wait, I
Nagito?
think I know who it is.
Uh-oh.
I
We
mean,
were on the other
I think
side,
it's
and the only
got-
other boy
Nagi-
left.
Oh, really?
The only one that didn't
You're the
know.
only one.
No, no way!
It could be.
I
The
don't
one
think
who
this is
wasn't
right.
there.
It's
It's
Nagito?
Right, Nagito?
But Sonya didn't hear it
That's
either.
right. Nagito
You
wasn't
naughty
there.
son of a bitch.
It was just me, Gundam,
Looks
and
like they have an
Yeah,
outlet when they
holy
They were all
shit.
there.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
Why? Because he was in a soundproof room.
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
Say it.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you.
If I may be frank.
But
You know
you
you're not
know,
Frank,
you-
you're right
If
there.
you wanted to go to the lounge, I
You're
could.
Nagito.
You couldn't. What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling
Because I
sound.
was slamming Miss Sonia.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
that's it.
Who
I
had the
bet
It
best
is
that's it.
obvious that I did
Can't
not hear
remember
the
now.
alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Yeah, that's right.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Those people are
Yeah.
I was in a
Right.
pretty deep
Deluxe.
sleep.
Yeah.
So I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But
Gotcha.
it wasn't
gotcha.
that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
If Chiaki turns out to be a
Couldn't
murderer
hear it.
in one of these
What does
cases,
that
I
mean?
truly know nothing.
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. And I'm sure you'll figure
It's
it
the
out.
time for
Because they're all staying in the fancy room
mean
with the
us?
soundproof walls.
Yeah.
Hangman's Gambit. Okay.
Unfortunately,
okay.
we have
Oh,
to
no, I forget the
freaking
right
spell it.
spelling.
The deluxe rooms.
I'm
Now
pretty
I'll
sure
show
you.
you.
That I came to that conclusion
Suck.
before. I mean, we still don't know why.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms,
Chiaki,
right?
Sonia,
No.
Nagito had
If I
deluxe. That
recall,
only leaves
the deluxe
Gundam.
rooms are.
Oh
The
no.
reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that.
Oh, fuck
nice
you.
catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student
Don't
talent?
worry about what I
That would
mean.
be
Oh,
my,
man.
my reaction
Now
too.
then,
You know what,
you guys must
Nagito?
understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow, I think
I
I,
think
understand
it's Gundam.
what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru.
I do
Where
not
you
wanna
at?
do this.
No, it's not. It's
Pikachu boy, this thing's
who is?
violent.
Yeah, lose some
Normally
health
they're
on it.
sweating away, but it is him. It's definitely him.
Ah, son of a
There's
bitch!
something I want to ask you.
Unless he's gonna. Unless they're.
Sit down,
I've been
talk.
misled.
Talk.
but-
Oh,
Admitted
I
to
like
Strawberry
somebody
House
that's the
Lounge.
end of it.
You rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Oh, was
Hear
he?
what?
Oh, was
I mean,
he in also?
you were also
he
staying
was
in
also
a
in a
deluxe
deluxe room.
room, right?
Yeah.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor.
Ah,
and he couldn't
dickballs.
hear it.
No.
So why were you able to
Blame
hear
it on your
that alarm?
pets.
Just say you left the
Say
door
that
open
one
or
of your
something.
hamsters woke you up.
Mention it.
Gundam?
Oh no, Sonia.
Yeah.
Is it really
There's
murder?
only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room.
And he just
you
straight up
still
said,
went to
you know,
the lounge.
murder is murder
Am I
and all
right?
that earlier.
Yeah.
Gundam. You have some sort of explanation, right?
Sonya is
Gundam
us right
probably
now.
Pictures of you. Couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
As for you, Hiko would have seen him.
Oh, because he was in the lounge.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
Right.
I mean,
if
he
you
is
were in the
smart enough
lounge
to
for
do
that
all
long,
this.
The killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Oh, I'm so bummed out.
Putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Dirty time.
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Right.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Gotcha.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
feel
us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
That is some
Looking
pretty
at shit
bad
with my
luck.
good eye.
So the
for
killer
Gundam if
couldn't
that's
go
the
back
case.
to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing?
If only they would have like waited and then like snuck past and went to their room, you know?
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
True.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam, why? I thought you were a nice guy.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Anything, buddy.
Anything positive?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark days.
I knew he was
of
gonna blame it on the
destruction.
hamsters.
What? How many ears do we possess?
Many.
Hold on, I'm gonna get my calculator.
The answer is 10. That's right. I possess 10
I get it. You're all ears.
That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
I love
Okay.
science works. It's just like,
We
your
killed the
argument.
guy!
Big move.
Bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
Okay.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom.
That
By
shaky
coincidence,
bastard.
I heard the alarm.
Okay.
That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Yes.
Are you
get
saying
you
it
go
was
with the
just
whole
a
hamster
coincidence?
thing?
Isn't that timing a little too
My
perfect?
poopies are perfectly scheduled.
Yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
You say so.
I see. You're still holding
Whoa.
out.
Okay.
Well,
that's a
you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting?
Hold on a sec.
Now I'm
You know,
starting to wonder.
Hajime,
Oh, he's about to.
What
he's about
This
to
now?
Tommy's trial. This killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a
What does that
farce.
mean? What?
Just a boring farce.
Who farsed
So
it?
boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
How does that happen?
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse
Honestly,
from poor health.
there's nothing more I would like
Nagito.
right now.
Something definitely happened to you.
Who
Did
hurt
it?
you?
Yeah.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
You're pissing them off.
Please hold on. We have yet to hear
told
Gundam's
you.
rebuttal.
I was
really
shooting
don't offend him.
poopies.
Yeah.
Completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by
Voice
your
actors
pathetic
need to be
assumption.
commended. They're so
In
fantastic.
fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Really? Okay. I'm all ears, Gundam.
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
But he could easily do it with the
contact elevator is broken.
As
Nagito
I
coming out
recall,
of
the
nowhere
killer
saying-
tampered with the Grape House control panel, which
Well, we
shut
already know
down
because
the
the guy
elevator.
just appeared out of nowhere anyway.
Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House.
Yes, but at the same time,
For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer
his hair's
destroyed
getting
the
crazy.
elevator
Do
at
we
Grape
trust that
House.
Gundam has
Then
done
what's wrong with that?
the final
If
dead
the
room
elevator was
puzzle?
broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
We can and we will.
I really don't want it to be Gundam.
Nagito's appearance.
So yeah, how was he able to travel between the houses with the elevator
It has to be
broken
something
at
about
Grape
Oh, I
House?
don't even have that option.
Wouldn't
So maybe it's
Naito now?
Oh dear, I don't know.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two
No, that's
houses.
wrong. That's completely wrong.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Surely.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
Right, okay, that's fine.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time,
Yeah.
there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
I don't think that's the case.
or if there was a secret passageway.
Oh,
Yes.
There is a secret
Wasn't it
passageway.
secret
How much
passageway?
longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop
There
this
was a
already?
secret passageway.
The only means of travel between the two houses.
There we go. There we go.
here we go.
There we go.
I'm
See you later,
smart.
Gundam. Sorry, you're the
Jab.
killer.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Boom! Such a method does not exist.
Nagito
Then
knows.
why don't we ask
Why
the person
don't
who
we?
actually used that method?
Yep.
Nagito.
Nagito, you should know.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Don't play
don't
dumb.
play
Shut
dumb
up.
now.
Come on.
You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Why am I Hajime though, guys? Why am I Hajime?
There's a secret passage connecting the 1st floor of Strawberry House to the 3rd floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show
Don't
up.
act like you still don't have a boner
But
for
you're
us,
right.
though, because I totally
There's
know
a
that you
door
do.
on the floor of the octagon, which is on the 1st floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down,
I beg your pardon? Oh, never mind.
surprise,
Don't worry about that.
surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
Okay.
Meaning the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
I thought we learned
Plus,
that earlier.
once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
Isn't that nice?
If they
Not
used
nice
that
little
secret
perk.
passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Okay, this is the pause.
This is the rhythm war.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
Huh?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
The
giant door, the creepy clown.
Yeah.
Value your life. You should stop
I think
with
you
your
should stop with
scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say?
Oh no.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Nice reference.
Well shut down.
I'm pretty sure you've been angry this entire game.
Showdown.
Yeah.
Good night, button. Over pillar fragments. Radio
See.
block,
Shit.
door. What?
Which one is it?
Even if
Wire,
the turbine
wire,
box
wire.
doesn't exist,
This shit's all over the
could
place.
travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say!
Oh, this is
Your
difficult.
decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
go.
Okay,
Let's do this,
right,
henchman.
right.
Let's
I
do
already
this,
proved the
boys.
secret passage exists.
Yes.
Right?
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Yep. You didn't prove it.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur!
Oh no! Don't call me out.
You don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Melt!
Allow me
Yeah.
to get
through
those
those
doors.
I just
Completely trial and errored that.
Cur. Have some
The
wire.
wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon.
That too,
And the
yeah.
chain on the door in the tower. Those
All
are all
those
the
goodies.
items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon.
Right.
There was even a giant hammer
There were
back there.
various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Oh my.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the
Even the
case,
hamsters are sweating.
we obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end.
What's gonna happen
Normally
to
we'd
his
end up
hamsters?
listening to
I
Hajime
don't know.
lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Man, you used to be into
But there's
that.
no
Don't even
reason
start.
to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Are you?
Hey,
Bitch, I'm the main
First of
character.
all,
I'm the one
by
who does
messing
the
with
thing.
all the clocks in the building,
He's just gonna do it for me,
Gundam
alright.
tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably
going on his
broken
own.
by that point.
This is my job.
Thanks to
You're not
that,
hitting it?
Nekomaru
No,
wasn't
he's
able
just
to go
going-
to
We're
Great
not
Town,
getting to piece it
which
together
was
with
supposed
the
to be
closing
meetup
argument.
point.
He's just doing
So
it.
he
I can't
tried
even
going
stop
over to
it.
Strawberry Town.
Yeah, he literally
just
took
like
over
we
for
did
me.
when
He
we
took
found
the
out the
game from me.
elevator was broken.
That's kind of
Well,
cool.
it's obvious
Because you're
it's
talking
not
very
bad.
fast, boy.
At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same
It's even
place.
played my
also,
music.
the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was
surprise.
waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan
point.
was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
I suppose you're
Yeah, they
right.
weren't really
yeah.
going
Without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Wow,
Well,
Red.
apparently I can't stop.
Through this,
And there he goes.
Gundam
Here we go.
successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru.
No.
So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting it.
Really?
Hold on! What did you just say? That
No, he's just
I
hitting
didn't
it.
battle?
That's what I thought.
Oh.
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me!
Oh god.
Don't mess with
pissed.
me! I cannot ignore those words!
God, what a great voice actor.
Why are you angry all of a
I
sudden?
get what you're trying to do,
You
but still,
fools
really?
do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
That's what it means.
Years.
Exactly.
Cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What are you talking about? Finish
Some of the
what?
guys have that problem.
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying
Feel
you still
free
have
to
more?
try.
You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
True.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
True though.
It's
True
even
though.
more difficult if it's a one-on-one
If it's a
situation.
1.4
Just as I
situation.
thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion.
No.
If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your
I'm
own
about to
human
surpass the shit out of
limitations.
it, mate. I've got you.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Uh-oh, Hajime, what do you got?
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat.
Okay.
Okay.
First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I'm bummed out. It appears that Gundam was Nekomaru's killer, or well, Monokuma was Nekomaru's killer. Gundam just broke the robot apart. And well...
Yeah, I feel like he really shouldn't be... It's just a fucking robot.
Well, in general, the murders in this game have been much more justified than they were last time. Or like, I don't know, even Taro, like he was just trying to see his mom again and...
oh yeah, but Gundam's just killing.
Well, no, I mean, Gundam, technically Nekomaru wasn't a person anymore or human.
Right.
And even with Mikan, I guess I don't know. I never was
Mikan
fully
had
clear
the
on this.
sickness.
The sickness, that's what I'm saying, yeah. And wasn't there something with the second murder too?
I don't remember what the second murder was.
Mihiru. Who killed Mihiru?
Oh yeah, Pekko was killing her because something for trying to protect blah blah blah.
Yeah, she was trying to protect Fuyuhiko. So the I don't know. It's different than the first one where they were literally all murderers.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
But Gundam's the first one that's just like, I killed him. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck it. What are you gonna do? But yeah, man, I got lucky in the first one that Hiro survived and Gundam did make it through 2/3 of the game, so
good for him.
Yeah, it was house money.
Panic talk action.
Here we go.
Before Dark Divas and Destruction.
This is the end.
How did that take me like 3 attempts?
Not
did
the
it.
Devas.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters, you keep saying.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Yeah, he already did.
It's possible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes.
Yes,
right?
during the other trial,
They did press a button
Yeah.
in front of us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
The
really
skyline lamentation of the demon mouse.
After Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Not that we ever got to see that because we somehow missed it.
Yeah.
With your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
It's pronounced Gundham.
Go on.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are.
I mean, they are pretty good. I like them a
I
lot.
have no recourse but to admit
there we
it.
go.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell.
Very rock and roll.
Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses.
this guy.
You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere.
Wow.
Sacrifice?
Trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull
Maybe
the
doesn't think
curtain
it's
strings
trash,
of this
Gundam.
worthless
No, I think you're
performance
wonderful.
with your own 2 hands.
What is
He
happening
went from
here?
full on denying it, then he went from full on accepting it.
Again,
Here's everything that happened in this
Finally.
everything that
Fuck
happened
you,
in this case.
Nagito. We're gonna do it
Let's
anyway.
first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime.
Do it.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This
Nagito
separated
already said
Nagito
half of
and
this
the others
stuff.
in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
Okay.
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room.
Gun and you gun.
Yep.
Oh yeah!
The killer discovered
That's
the
kinda
secret
cool.
of the funhouse
Yeah.
faster than anybody else. That secret being
That pose.
Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a
Yeah,
specific
and he didn't
reason.
wake anyone else up, the selfish git.
Fuyuhiko looks like he's sitting on the
Because it was
toilet.
actually time to go.
There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Great Tower to participate in that.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Act 3.
I'm here for Tai Chi.
Because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Great Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of
It's
Nekomaru's
also
neck.
like intricate and like well thought out, and it's like, but the power of
This
hamsters.
forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First,
plan,
they set
honestly.
the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up.
Meanie.
Then they
Well, I
tied
mean,
him up with a metal wire,
main way
tied
to
the
get
tip
him
of the
to
wire into a
fall.
loop,
I
and hung
know.
it
So it
on the
wasn't to be
doorknob.
mean. It was
I
just
know.
Savage. Absolutely savage.
After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
Clever method of ripping, I'll tell you that.
Ding.
Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower.
God, it all makes sense when you've got it all laid out in front of you, doesn't it?
When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the
Man,
wire.
where's the
The
fucking
killer
patience
entered
to do
Grape
this at
Tower to
5
see if their
a.m.?
setup
I
was
know,
successful.
I can barely hit the door.
And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall.
Step.
With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out.
He has the eye patch on that side and is looking down.
The
He
lounge's
probably
wall
could've
clock
snuck
alarm
by.
started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others.
I like how you said ring, 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 even though it literally
When the wall clock's alarm rang,
I know.
that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up.
Boom.
He woke up while he was still hanging
Stop.
upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected,
'cause he
the
fucked
doorknob
up
ended
earlier
up
in the
breaking.
Yeah.
Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Oh, Gundam, why though?
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else
Bye,
but you.
Gundam. Bye,
Oh,
bye.
baby.
That art of him, though.
Oh, they look all sad.
It's just gonna die too.
Complete. We didn't have to explain it because he admitted to it. So
That was
whatever.
splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it
Oh,
already.
I bet Akane's.
Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself! I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe.
I'm sorry.
You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved,
It's just Gundam
deadly
all the way to the
foes,
end, isn't
let
he?
the voting time begin!
Well, he definitely does take it head on.
This result isn't all that
I mean,
exciting.
I had fun.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. will be chosen as the Blackened. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
God, very relatable. I don't like that you're so relatable.
You're a robot.
He's weird. Let's vote.
No, but he's a robot.
Someone's got to be controlling him from somewhere, right?
Yes, he's being voiced in
so. They
by someone.
What is it going to be?
Supposedly.
Right.
Oh man! Salute.
What if they got hiccups?
A little annoyed because Gundam made his underwear.
It'd be bad if I put my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys are correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right. The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam. Jeez. No matter what he says, won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Thanks, Nagito.
Why do you want to talk to the one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would be, just be unnecessary for me to say something. It's what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing.
I didn't do
it. You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake.
Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Lost and died.
Probably tried to make him kill himself.
He was just trying to cling to life. There are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
Oh, are you saying that he did actually?
No, maybe he did kill himself.
I shall reveal it all.
Let himself die.
Let's make
Within the
history.
final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened.
Yes!
Whoa.
Dude.
That aura.
Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is a fight that risked life and death.
I want you right before you die.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me.
Huh?
Oh. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. That is true. Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it Nekomaru really did that?
I could see him being the type to not back down from a fight.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
Of course you would.
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
This is the way.
I am the warlock, Gundam
Yes.
Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me.
He really is a D&D character.
To any trivial reason, I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
This is how you go out with style.
That's mean.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Why?
Nekomaru need I. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
That is why. Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. Again, I can respect that. I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? Gundam... as much as I still hate you for killing Neko, I gotta say, and as much as I don't really want to admit this, you speak some sense sometimes. 96.69% of the time, it's just complete bollocks. But occasionally, you say something that makes me go, you know what? He's right.
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
There that is.
Wait, are you telling us just to wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than our friends kill each other.
I saw Hajime saying that, and I was like,
since we were locked inside that building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you
Giving
flinch,
up on
you will
life,
die.
that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? No, Chiaki, no. In zoology, cannibalism is commonly... talking literally dog eat dog? Not the metaphorical? Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well!
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself? The world would consider that justice. Then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life. It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You saying all that just to try to justify what you did?
But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I betrayed you all, that is the absolute truth. But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here? I mean, in a way, he's done us a favor again by doing it.
That belief is why you committed your crime? Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make
Unlike
history.
Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to the battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that...
You're kind of hot.
Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance.
Gundam, don't tell me you didn't
Oh,
sacrifice yourself for our sake.
I feel like
did
that is part of it. It takes a certain kind of person to do that. Again, a very clever one. I feel like he knew that there was a risk that he would be caught, and that would lead to everyone else being free. And I think, yeah, he was absolutely okay with that. He tried to get away with it, because a little bit of self-preservation kicked in. He wasn't just going to be like, as soon as one thing was questioned, he was like, yep, sorry guys, I did it. But I think he knew that this was a very real possibility.
Maybe they had a thing where, I don't know, whoever the winner was. But technically, both of them would be sacrifices in that case. They both decided to be the sacrifice because somebody had to die to get the thing rolling, and somebody had to be the killer. Is that what they agreed on? Did they actually agree?
I can't believe you ask such a foolish
Setting
question.
all that up?
My name is
History's
Gundam
greatest
Tanaka.
monster.
No,
My cursed
he's a
existence is
good
feared by all
guy.
mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice
This is
myself for
making
the
me
sake
love
of
him
you
even
fools. Okay, you
more.
keep telling yourself that.
Fade like
Not,
dust.
not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible.
Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that.
Now then, let's be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed!
Yay, got it! I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait. This is just too much. I beg of you. Please, Monokuma. Please help Gundam.
Huh? Sonia?
She loves him.
I beg of you.
How
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam.
Shut the fuck up. Gundam. Fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction?
What are they gonna
Are
do?
you worried about
Oh,
me?
don't make me cry.
My feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However,
it's hamsters.
there's no
Oh, the
need to
tears, the
fear.
feels.
In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing.
I love him like I love Snape.
Us laugh uproariously.
Yeah, he's A-okay.
That is Gundam Tanaka. I shall stick with my evil until the very end. Open sesame pandemonium. I shall fill hell with true hell.
He's definitely
Damn, he's going out.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
The one time the person being executed is
Oh,
going to get
man.
everything
Killing
they got.
me. Jeez.
I wonder if they're gonna breed him to death.
Game over.
Gundam's been
Found
found
guilty.
guilty.
Punishment.
So we did do it to save
learn
him.
about how Sonya feels
pineapple?
about all
No.
this.
Well,
That is
yes,
a
but
pineapple,
it's
but-
also
Oh.
animals.
Oh, and now the fruit buffalo.
The animals with fruits in their head. Gundam Tanaka Stampede. Ultimate Beater Gundam. Something. Blah 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 blah.
I'm sorry, is this supposed to be like a
No,
Lion King
no,
moment?
the hamsters
It's not the hamsters. At all cost.
Oh, he's
Oh,
leaving.
wait.
Parallel hamsters.
Oh,
That one's got a
he's
seed.
leaving.
So
He's leaving.
sad.
Just so.
Adam, what are you gonna do?
You stop them. Oh no, he's
Draw it in the
Use your
sand.
magic.
Are you gonna stop the animals?
Fight back.
what is he doing?
Live.
Some
Live
kind of
on.
sign.
Oh,
Kill
God.
Monokuma and change this game
Circle,
entirely.
Summoning circle, what have you done?
That would be amazing.
Oh, fuck. He wasn't actually just like a
Transferring
weird
yourself
dork.
into your hamsters?
I think he was just a
Oh,
weird
dear.
dog.
Okay,
Maybe.
Oh.
Oh, he got Mufasa'd.
No.
Don't do this to me.
Stop.
Don't
It's
do
okay.
this to me.
No, they all ran up to
Oh,
him.
Simba.
Oh my god!
He's going to animal heaven.
What is?
I'm actually gonna
I'm
shed
sure
a
those
tear.
are like
I'm actually
pets.
shedding tears right now.
Angel
Oh
buddies.
my God.
No, he's going.
Yeah, he's going to heaven.
He's gonna
He's
take
going
him
to
out.
heaven.
Little angel
You
animals.
don't
Or
get to
hell.
kill him. You were a good
Oh,
boy.
this is very sad.
This is so sad.
Oh my god, they really did the Lion King.
Little star in the distance.
Oh,
Oh, poor hamsters.
What the shit?
That was weird.
I knew it was gonna be sad, but geez, really? You warned me. You warned me. You warned me that this one was bad, but I didn't believe it. I worked out it was Gundam kind of at the end of the last episode, and my whole reason, I was prepared for it. I was prepared. I thought I was, but I didn't realize his reasoning for it. I didn't understand that he was doing it because he was wanting to. We were all gonna starve if nobody did anything, so he sacrificed himself. Mekumaru thought the same thing, so he was just gonna do the same thing as well. And that's why he agreed to the fight. They were saving us. So when Mekumaru in the end was doing the same thing as well, it's just too much. We're gonna find out what the reaction is in the next episode. This has been quite a long one already, so we're just gonna end it off here. I can't do any voices just now. I can't do any more accents, so we're just gonna leave off there. Thank you very much.
They're so sad.
Bro, honestly, without a doubt, like one of my favorite characters of any game ever. Allie, can you confirm that my eyes are filled with tears right now?
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
yeah. I can't help it. Oh man.
That was a lot better than the freaking nurse
I feel
lady's
the
death.
same way.
Very fitting punishment, that. Yeah.
Big time crying right now,
Yeah,
not
that
even
made
gonna
sense.
deny
Gundam is
it.
gone. The spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Throw on Akuma.
Damn it!
Nagito,
We spent
come
so
here.
much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that,
Yeah,
things
but,
ended up like this.
What is the right answer?
You're all full of shit, every last one of you.
Hey, calm down.
The biggest piece of shit is
Let's
me.
calm down a little bit.
Worst. Damn it. Why am I so weak? This is terrible.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are
Gundam
right.
will most likely crawl his way out of hell. And I presume he'll be very cross with us.
Oh.
Right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this.
For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey! How long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, but it's okay for you to hurry back to Jabberwock Island.
Dude, that stand up and walk, move forward, live thing, that reminded me of a Full Metal Alchemist quote that was almost verbatim.
Oh, jeez.
After he did a freaking transmutation circle. Is that connected? I don't know.
I don't know.
They like to do references.
Yeah.
They've mentioned Ace Attorney.
However, the killing the school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Whoa! Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this?
We still got quite a few people left.
Seriously, how long is it gonna keep doing this? How long is this gonna continue?
There's
When
no
is it
left,
start
no
getting
left,
some like
jeez.
actual answers?
Alright,
I
after
can't
feeling
wait.
down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hold on a second. That mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
No, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right?
Oh, she's crying.
Everyone's crying, though. Look.
She's certainly something
Yeah,
else.
baby gangster.
What a woman.
She is.
No, seriously, I'm starving.
Hey, let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want. Right? And then
Sounds like a
I
plan
still want to
to
know
you.
more about what Nagito has been talking
You're right.
about.
Wow.
With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism is only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget
where are the
about the dark
hamsters?
despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight.
Nagi
Oh,
Nagi.
Nagito, yes, you're right. He wasn't there, was he?
Oh.
Naito?
Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette.
Oh, that's his place.
It's a death note.
I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy.
Oh.
Before everyone else
Wait
did.
a minute.
But
You guys
it's
can't even see
just
his face,
too
but he looks
funny.
crazy.
I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
I thought so.
Well, guess they were too busy with other matters.
Yeah, I didn't think it did.
Or maybe
I didn't think it
they've
did.
reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. Damn it! This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all.
I'm the Foundation
Even
member.
If it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
What's he talking about?
Monokuma appears!
Who summoned me?
Now then, thanks for coming.
Ooh.
What's this?
Oh, what? Why is it lonely little Nagito? Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary.
I see, so you can tell.
Perhaps you found out who the traitor is.
You know me well.
Wow.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet.
I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is going to take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me
I
anyway?
love that
Are you finally
line.
going to confess your love?
Hey, I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room.
Oh yeah? What about it?
There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You
Well,
don't even know?
There's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Oh, here
Isn't
we go.
that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused some of the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But if this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey, could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file?
Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
What's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well, that's not my point.
Right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monomi after losing our magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
Their existence means nothing, huh?
No,
well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff.
It looks like there is a traitor.
It's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation.
What is he doing?
Cooperation?
Are you
fucking okay? Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
That's the case. I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too.
Well, I knew you would say that.
Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on.
Just as I thought. You saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist.
Not a real ladders though.
You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh? Reminds you?
Oh!
I don't know who you're talking about.
And neither does the
But
audience.
if someone as worthy of me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Matched on Tinder.
Don't know.
When you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity, I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore.
Be a real ladder.
True hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope.
Hey, buddy, guess what?
The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Is he referring to?
There's one more thing I want to ask you.
Koso, is he?
See? Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
What is all this?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting?
I like how the number of has is precise
It was,
too.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he's waiting for Makoto. That's the name Makoto, right?
He knows more than he's letting on, I guess.
Yeah.
What if this is the timer for everyone to
And it
remain?
pisses
story
me
is
off.
He knows even more than Monokuma realizes he knows, which is kind of
5
terrifying.
days left.
Interesting.
Baby, this
5
game
days
is
left.
Interesting
unbelievable.
things
Jesus.
are happening.
A lot
So
of
there's
days.
a person that Monokuma's
Chapter
waiting
4.
on.
Ultimate robots dream of clockwork.
That could also be on the island that I guess must not
Surviving
be involved.
students.
Yes, there is.
Adios, Game.
How many rounds are you
7
gonna
students
survive?
left.
At least he got a super rad death.
Oh,
Let's see what after Sakura dies. What happens next?